600 laps. This is where legends are made and heroes are honored. And for the first time ever, you can stream it on Prime.
Now's the time, let's do it.
See what it takes to finish first. Don't miss the Coca-Cola 600, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. NASCAR, it's on Prime.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it long.
What'd you say to a nice beer, Normie?
Going down.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
Drunk as spit on a pirate ship in some shackles and a brig with a couple cracked ribs, thinking son of a bitch, how'd I get in a sitch? Oh yeah, rubbing the witch, how could I force? Yeah, I'd make a deal to never really reveal the X marks the spot, but forget what they thought. I am what they're not. I take the whole pot, leave them on a rod, and come out on top. Alright, escape plan is night. A ship creaks in size. I hide from the light. The keys on his side. I had to take a
When you hear this music to intro the show, then you can rest assured that one John Alden Senning will be joining us. And by us, I mean Maurice and myself. We are Drew Garabo Live as a collective, and we welcome the host of Senning Show, the brightest star in the industry, the most warm-hearted gentleman I know. He loves dogs. He loves his wife. He loves doing radio for you every day at 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock tomorrow. His name is John Senning. Hey, John.
Thank you. I'm very excited about this, actually.
Me too. I'm so glad you came out. Like, you said yesterday what we haven't done in a long time, and as soon as you said that, it was like a light bulb went off in my head, and I said, oh my God, if it ain't country. And that's what we're going to do. 800-771-1025 is the number. This game is designed to A, entertain you, B, challenge our improvisational skills, and C, win you stuff. It works like this. I don't even know how or why we invented this game. Do you know the genesis of it?
I don't.
Me either.
Oh, when you said that, it made me realize we could have planned really good for it, and there's still a sounder out there somewhere.
If it ain't country?
Yeah. Didn't we? Either way.
Yeah, look in the emails.
I don't know. I think we were just doing lots of lyric games at one point and like having to guess the lyrics of the band, and then I think we just put a little spin on that and tried to twang them up, and
yeah, no, I don't have
crowd
it.
favorite.
Sorry.
No, don't you be sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't have it. Okay, God.
Twanging stuff up seems to be your go-to move, Cindy.
Twanging things up?
And I'm mad at it.
I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know what it means, but I like it.
Let's talk for a moment before we start this game, and thank you, everyone, for calling. We'll get to you in moments, about the Bone Beach Bash, because you announced it for the first time on your show when you came back, and we did the announcement while you were gone. I think Mike Calta said it was our conversation on the air about the Bone draft that really, and the Bone 10th that really got his juices flowing.
Yeah, I think, truly, I think that the discussion started about a big event like this that Monday after we talked to him. And from my perspective, I was just a fan back in the draft days, but I think since I've been here, even in promotions, this is probably one of the coolest events that I've ever seen put on. And especially if you listen to the Bone all day long, it's not super common that you get every single person who works on this radio station in the same place at the same time, let alone for 2.5 days where we'll all just be partying and doing cool, unique things. So it's very, very exciting. I'm pumped. I think there's just a handful of rooms left for just Friday night. So I think it's, if you're thinking about it, I would think quicker because they'll be gone very soon.
TheBoneOnline.com. It's all sponsored by Neutral Seltzers. It is at, Skyview?
Sky Beach.
Damn,
Sky Beach.
Which looks super cool. And the only real event that we've done where everyone was involved was the Bone 10th. And if I'm not mistaken, I was like a couple of weeks out of chemo at the time.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. I don't know how long it was, but I do know that by the end of that day, because we broadcasted live, and I remember getting out there early. I remember by the end of that night, you were feeling the burn.
Yeah, I did not have stamina, and I remember leaving and seeing Jerry getting into his car. And I talked to him for a second, and you didn't know that. I mean, we knew he wasn't doing that well.
Yeah, I do think. I think everybody was mildly shocked that night when they saw Jerry for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things, too. I don't know when the last episode he recorded that anybody saw was. So, for the most part, nobody had laid eyes on Jerry Springer in probably a decade.
Right.
And then here he is, a little bit older.
A little bit
feeble.
A little bit. And that event was a ton of fun. I thought everybody's segment worked really, really well. Everybody seemed to support each other. And this one's going to be, how do I put this?
I'm sorry, did you say everybody seemed to support each other?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you were to the bathroom when Spike took the
Yeah. Spike was the one who probably did not support.
We don't have to relive it. I'm just saying.
Dude, you want to know who Spike supported on that night? Spike.
Yeah.
Spike, do you think he laid in bed that night and said, I'm going to take this thing over? Or it just naturally happened?
No, I think you're giving him too much credit when it comes to planning and forethought. No. And honestly, I've always liked Spike. That is when I kind of turned on Spike as far as what he did, not for Mo's show, but to Mo's show, and what he did to Mo. The real Spike was released.
Yeah, that was very interesting because I remember the first thing that perked up my ears was he started moving a table that was in the back so that he could be in the front of everybody else. And I don't know if you guys ever talked about this, but it felt like he was coming at you all night. It felt like he was there.
It felt like the show.
Yeah. It felt like a little extra, a little something that night. Like he was like, I gotta bury Mo in front of everybody.
Was that his heel turn?
I don't think I knew him well enough to know that he could or would do that. I think as it was happening, I was like, this guy is either wasted out of his mind or has the biggest balls I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I remember thinking I had thought maybe it was a bit what he did on your show with derailing it and putting himself over and all that stuff. But then, when he did that at the stage show, I was like, there is a genuine, I don't want to call it hatred, a genuine intense disrespect that Spike on the mic has for Maurice as a show host.
Oh, let's say had, because I think he shifted his. We're good now.
Do you guys hang
good
out?
You're not on the same show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you see him.
You're good because you're not spending every night with him 5 nights a week, dude.
We text every week, and he just did a behind the scenes for a film that I'm doing.
He's plotting something, dude. He's gonna hit you with he's waiting for your big movie to hit so he can hit you with a Me Too movement.
I got a letter. There's a lady who's so bent out of shape about the changes at the Bone. Still, that every couple of months she sends a typewritten letter to John Brennan, and I'm CC'd on it.
Wow.
She mails CC.
Really?
She doesn't email. She mails John Brennan a snail copy. I get one.
Oh, dude.
And she outlines what's happening on the station.
Dude, can I want to be privy to it.
All right. Yeah, she doesn't say anything bad, that bad. I can't show it to you.
What does she say? I really don't care. I promise you. What does she say?
She's got her feelings about the morning show. She's got her feelings about JP. She feels that the bestiality segment that that you guys did.
Over the line, Sonny.
Towed the line. I always try to listen to people's opinions, even if I don't regard them very highly. And I'm reading it, and then it says, what an idiotic move to put Mo on Drew's show because they're both big personalities. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then the very last paragraph is, and you guys are idiots for getting rid of Spike. And then I'm like, okay, well, now I can't take anything that she said and put any credence.
When did that arrive?
I got it, I think earlier this week.
Oh, really? Okay, good. Because I had been wondering if anybody heard the bestiality segment.
She did.
Well, I meant like our bosses. So that could have been the first he was hearing of it.
Yeah. But people like talking about banging animals.
Well, if that lady's listening, Spike will be with me on Monday.
So.
You'll be hearing the best of Drew Garabo live on Monday, which is what Mo meant to say, because certainly Spike is not fit for primetime radio. You sure about that, Mo?
You told me Spike was all right to have it.
Yeah.
I'd like to present that in writing.
Yeah, let's fire this. Yeah. I don't want to be caught in the middle of this. I think this is perfect for about 4:45.
You're right.
You guys really sink your teeth into this.
We'll debate this tomorrow.
I feel like I'm like a child watching somebody else's parents fight.
I should add that I have Patrick Smith to temper it. Yeah. So we keep him out on the periphery.
How about we just do best of? How about we
It's a holiday. Let's a somber memorial.
Well, that's good. Actually, appropriately enough,
radio.
Memorial Day, you'll be killing my show. Spike, huh? Okay.
Well, he did the last time you were out. He was fine. I don't know if running out there in them streets has tempered him or not being on air all of the time, with the exception of doing phones for Smith on Saturdays, has made him have an appreciation for not, as you say, aptly derailing shows.
If it ain't country, baby.
That's what we're doing right now.
We've been waiting for the return.
By the way, Sean Daly in studio tomorrow at 4 o'clock. He is fresh off a trip to Epic Universe, and he's going to talk to us all about it. Yeah,
dude. The pictures of. So did it open like today?
Today was the day.
So those cars were literally lined up all night.
Yeah,
is that what I was understanding?
Yeah.
I saw the overhead videos, and it looked like
people camped out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they planned on camping out, but they were camped out in their cars to get into the parking lot.
5 o'clock in the morning, just waiting for him to open.
I know you follow all of your amusement park pages. Have you seen pictures of what it looks like in there?
I have a lot of them.
Is it insane?
It is insane. The Super Nintendo world looks incredible.
Is it packed?
Well, the previews, they've been. I think they limit the amount of people that they allow in. Today's like the first day of like full bore.
Yeah.
That Ministry of Magic is the Harry Potter one is gonna be interesting.
So are there rides? Are there new rides in there?
Oh yeah. Harry Potter's Ministry of Magic, the Wolfman's Castle.
Any new coasters?
There is a new coaster. I think it is the Frankenstein coaster, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's another one in the How to Drain Your Dragon world.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they partnered up with BK.
Hello, who are you?
This is Nick.
How we doing, Nick?
I'm good. How are you all today?
Very well, thank you. Are you here to play If It Ain't Country?
I believe so. It's my first time.
Oh, wow.
We'll be real gentle with you. It works like this. Every lyric that John Senning or I sing will be either AC/DC or Metallica. Now, it'd be a real easy game if we were singing them to the music of AC/DC and Metallica, so we ain't going to do that. What we're going to do is sing it to country instrumentals, i.e., if it ain't country, it must be AC/DC or Metallica. You got me?
Understood.
All right. John, would you like to kick us off?
I'll start it. Yeah, it's been a while. We may need a couple to.
I haven't heard this. Yeah. This is interesting.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
This is my absolute
Not a big fan of Drew Garabo. That was John Senning, you see.
This is one of my favorite games. All right. So, John, I'll give you a couple options for country instrumentals. Old Gravel Trail, Whiskey Woes, or Rough and Ready.
I'm feeling rough and ready.
He's rough and ready. All right. Give you a little taste here.
Oh, geez. All right. Can you count me in like the old days?
4, 3, 2, 1.
I look at you, then you, me, hungry and thirsty are we, holding that lion's share, holding the key. Holding me back, baby, baby, 'cause I'm striving to be better than you, better than you, better than you, I'm better than you. I got one more in me.
Hell
Here we
yeah,
go.
he does.
Lock those horns, I push and strive. Somehow I feel a little more alive. Bury the need, bury the seed, bury me deep when it will be.
That's pretty damn good. Hey, if that ain't country, Nick, that's got to be AC/DC or Metallica.
I got to go with Metallica on that one.
Yeah, that is correct.
Son of a bitch.
Little jam called Better Than You by Metallica. Let's hear a little bit of the real song.
I think it was the Bury the Seed line that did it.
Yeah, see, I felt the bury your seed line was a good AC/DC lyric.
I thought it was too.
Well, I'll save my commentary for later, but something I acknowledged about them today.
This is the real Better Than You. By the way, the Metallica lyrics, you're not going to recognize any of the songs. I pulled them from a list of Metallica's worst songs.
Oh.
This is one he wrote with that Jason Newsted cat that they hazed and then basically drove out of the band. Yeah, this is a bad Metallica song.
I mean, I do think my version was up there with it.
I definitely prefer John's version.
Me too,
you, sir.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
Me too. All right, Nick. Song number 2 for If It Ain't Country is coming up. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna go with an instrumental called "Chicken Chase."
Oh, that sounds perfect.
Chicken Chase. Oh God.
A little too much twang in that one, if I don't mind saying so myself.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, bad. Oh, bad. Yeah. And here we go. Come clean. Fess up. Tell all. Spit gut. Off the wheels and reel. Show the cards. Bring it on. Break the seal. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. See the man who told the truth. Swing that noose again. Pierce the apple skin. You bit more than you need. Now you're choking on a bad seed. On a bad seed. Yeah, you're choking. Lay it on. Blow it off. Confess. Cast off. At the mercy, cat is out. Drop the disguise. Spit it up. Spit it out. And now what you've all been waiting for. I give you he who suffers the truth. What do you think, Nick? If that ain't country, that's got to be Metallica or AC/DC.
I'm gonna have to go with Metallica again.
Oh, son of a gun! We got ourselves a 2-game streak here.
You son of a bitch.
That's a Bad Seed by Metallica. Bad Seed.
You
Bad
son of a bitch.
Lots of seed references.
There are,
there is that is yeah.
Which made me think I could fool him into thinking it was AC/DC because they seem like a seed.
Yeah, they do seem seed
bearing band.
seed heavy. Yeah.
Seed bearing band.
All right. We jinx this? Yeah, jinx this guy?
Yeah, I think you should do
Dude,
it.
first time in
Yeah,
2025,
you haven't jinxed a person.
What was your
in a
name
long
again,
time.
sir?
Nick.
Nick?
This is Nick.
Nick. And you said this is your first time hearing the game or your first time calling?
First time with this game. I've called in quite a few times within the past couple months.
Yeah,
is this the guy? I heard you talk about you guys had beef the first time.
Not beef, but
Yeah,
yes.
you called me a dildo. 'cause I was
He's
going
got
to
the
football
tick.
concert.
He's got the tick. I heard you put this little bitch boy right in his place. Good on you. Now let's go ahead and bury this prick. Dude, he bent the knee. You gave in so easy,
You
dude.
did.
He used you like a little rag
Yeah.
that he keeps next to the bed.
Yeah, I wish
he
you had
wiped
stood
you
up
up and
there.
threw you in the
no.
garbage. And then you came back for more.
I know. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Nick. It was a great show, though. Perfect circle.
He treated you like the juices running down Mo's chin the other day when he walked in here.
Oh, man, except
It was
I
a
didn't
good
kiss
show, though.
JoJo. Yeah, it was a great show. All right, John Senning, I've got a Prairie Evening instrumental for you.
Okay.
Is
All
this Metallica or AC/DC, Nick?
Oh yeah, this kind of sounds like the Rainbow Connection.
Why are
Yeah. Here we go.
4, 3, 2.
I won't go away with a bullet in my back. Right here I'll stay with a bullet in my back.
Boom, boom.
Shoot me, take a shot. Shoot me, take a shot. I'll stand on my own with a bullet in my back. I'm stranded and I'm sold with a bullet in my back. I'm taking it home.
Boom, boom.
Shoot me again. I ain't dead. Come on, shoot me again. 'Cause I ain't dead.
Damn, that was good.
Felt good about that one.
Nick, if that ain't country, that's got to be AC/DC or Metallica. What do you say?
I think I've actually heard this one. It's Shoot Me Again by Metallica.
That's right. It's Shoot Me Again.
Something about Shoot Me Again felt like AC/DC.
It definitely did.
Shoot me! Shoot me with your love gun! Fire!
All right, well done. You're our first winner, Nick. Good job. Way to ruin the game. First out of the shoot. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, dude, so this is like newer Metallica?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you going, Mo?
No, sir. If I had tickets, I would, but and I would go when Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Honest, I'm not even lying. The only reason I would go would be to see Limp Bizkit because I've never seen them.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea of Metallica would be cool, like just to see him before, but absolutely.
If you've never, and you're a fan of rock, and they come, I think it's almost incumbent upon you that you go see it.
I'm only going if I'm in the snake pit, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Got to be in the pit. Got to be in the snake pit.
Hello, who are you?
Hey, this is Nolan.
How we doing today, Nolan?
What up, Nolan?
Doing good. What up? What up? Just got home from work.
Hell yeah. What do you do, bud?
Hot job. I'm a mason.
Hot jobber.
Like a Freemason? Like you in the
No, he charges.
you in the Illuminati?
Charges a fee.
No. Cement and concrete.
Oh, all right.
That's a real man.
That's
right
a
there.
real Mason right there. Are you here to play If It Ain't Country, sir?
Sure am.
All right. I'm going to be singing a song for you using the lyrics of AC/DC or Metallica with a country instrumental. Let's get one fired up here. I'm going to go with Rolling Hills, upbeat country jam played with a variety. Oh, no, Wistful Heart, country pop ballad.
Yeah, give him some love. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yo, Mazzy Starlight.
Yeah.
It's another lonely evening in another lonely town, but I ain't too young to worry, and I ain't too old to cry. When a woman gets me down, got another empty bottle, and another empty bed. Ain't too young to admit it, and I'm not too old to lie. I'm just another empty head. That's why I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely, but I know what I'm gonna do. Logan, if it ain't country, that must be AC/DC or Metallica.
Nolan.
Whatever.
Let's go AC/DC.
Yeah, it's clearly AC/DC.
Dude, that is a country song, by the way.
I mean, that
was absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Being lonely with an empty bottle next to the bed.
I know, those are country lyrics. Ride On by AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yet to fool anyone.
Dude, people, by the way, I don't know if it was really that great, but everything I saw about that concert was like over the top rave reviews.
Yeah. Oh, God. Logan Nolan, call back 800-771-1225. I have not seen one person who had anything bad to say about them.
And there's like these, I don't know why they started popping up, but there was like a metal publication that did a write-up, and it was like AC/DC's performance of Thunderstruck is being dubbed one of the greatest live performances of the past 10 years in Tampa.
And Brian Johnson, I think, is 75, and Angus is 70.
Yeah, I didn't think the dude could sing anymore.
Same.
And I also did read a review from people are saying it's great, but I think it might have been Creative Loafing, where it said, because of the hearing issues and because we went through, there are some notes where he cracks a bit.
Yeah.
But I didn't see one person comment on his voice not sounding great.
No, and a stadium show at that.
Yeah.
Like, you would think there would be somebody. And who opened up the Pretty Reckless?
I didn't know.
I think so.
That's Taylor Momsen's band.
Yes.
She is a very interesting young lady. Taylor Momsen, Ben Phillips, Mark Damon. Yeah, I saw great things about it. Just waiting for Logan to call back. I accidentally hung up on him.
Nolan.
Whatever. And he's not. So I guess we'll move on to the next person. Sorry, but if he calls right back, then I'm going to get to him. So I will hang up on you. Who are you?
Hey, this is Dwayne.
How are we doing, Dwayne?
Not bad. How you guys doing?
Awesome. Thank you very much for asking. Are you here to play If It Ain't Country?
I sure am.
Hell yeah.
I was actually a finalist, one of the final four on John's the call-in, the singing game, and I didn't win that one. So I'm hoping I could win on this.
What's that? I did a singing game?
John did the call-in, the singing game?
It sounds terrible.
Or not the singing game. What was it? The
Drew Kioki?
where you called in. The thing you did earlier in the week. The Metallica, angry Metallica.
The Metallica meltdown. Okay, very nice.
Yeah, Metallica meltdown. Yeah, I was the Miley Cyrus one.
Well, that was good. That was actually really funny. Well, if you ain't first, you're last. So,
all right. Well, let's see if we can get you 3 in a row here and win you something nice. It's going to be the lyrics of AC/DC or Metallica.
Is there possibly one that's a little faster?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a little
fun, upbeat bluegrass track.
That's
Hoedown Hustle.
Yep.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, sir. I'm just going to see if this is Logan. Hello, is this Logan?
No, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
All right, sir, hang on.
You've been disqualified.
Because Nolan got 1 in a row, and now he's going for 2. Whatever. All right. Are you ready, John?
Yep, I'm ready.
You ready, Logan?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez. Rape my mind and destroy my feelings. Don't tell me what to do. I don't care now because I'm on my side. Well, I can see through you. Feed my brain with your so-called standards. Who says I ain't right? Break away from your common fashion. See through that blurry sight. I'm out for my own, out to be free. One with my mind they just can't see. No need to hear things that they say. Life's for my own, gonna live it my way. So them trying to bring that hammer down. No damn chains can hold me to the ground.
Nolan, if it ain't country, it must be.
That first line was very Metallica.
Yeah, the rape me line is a dead giveaway. By the way, Nolan here has a cousin who is a big time Bone fam. John, you've been fishing with him before. It's Flats Junkie.
Wait, you're what?
That's what Flats Junkie.
Is that true, Nolan?
That's what Flats Junkie said.
No. I would have told you that a while ago.
Oh.
No, different Nolan.
Oh, Flats Junkie tweeted and said Nolan playing right now is my cousin.
Is he perpetrating? Is he
that false?
Stolen Nolan Valor.
Nolan Valor.
Yeah, Nolan Valor. Oh, dude, that's good.
That is your name from now on when you call in, and that way I will definitely remember you're not Logan. Nolan Valor is perfect. All right, he's got 2 in a row.
Yeah, he will.
Let's see if we can.
Sorry, buddy. He's got the tech. He's got the tick. He might have calluses on his hand, but I got to. Let me tell you what happened. He's got the tech. He's got the tick. He may have calluses on his hand, but I bet he's got a little tiny crusty wiener. Let's go ahead and bury this prick.
Sorry about your little tiny crusty wiener, pal. All right, let's see. We'll do Whiskey Rose.
Can I share something real quick?
Yeah, of course.
So. There's no reason to not share this. We go on this fishing trip, right?
Yeah.
And the fishing, like one of the nights we get back and it was like everyone's holding court. Everybody's sitting like a big circle and just kind of telling stories and stuff.
Sure.
And the captain, who I won't name at this exact moment, he's like, I got to tell you this story. And he proceeds to tell this story about many years ago. I believe this person is a full-grown adult now. When his son was 9 years old, he was having problems at school and he was like misbehaving and he wouldn't sit down and they didn't know what was going on. So he ended up having to go up there and he like refused to sit down and nobody knew what was going on. And long story short, in the end, his 9-year-old son had whooped off with toilet bowl cleaner that he found under the sink of the bathroom. And it had literally almost like burned his penis off. Yeah. It was first of all, the story, at the time, I was like, this is an insane story to be telling right now. And he told it in depth. But just I think the crusty wiener line that I just dropped on Nolan was in reference to was into the captain in the story that he told, because that was how he described it.
He was whooping off with toilet bowl.
He didn't know what it was, and they ended up finding it was the Clorox toilet bowl cleaner, and the doctor pretty much said because of like the friction of it, it kind of activated the chemicals, and it had actually he had been suffering for over 24 hours and didn't want to tell anybody, and he ended up.
You don't reach for the hand soap?
I don't know. And, Nine's also young, I would say, but yeah.
But it's right there.
Yeah.
All right. Now I feel comfortable sharing something that happened to me. When I was 13, I noticed that my penis was getting smaller.
Oh, no.
And I didn't want to say anything about it, but it just started to happen at a rapid rate. And so I figured I'd tell my mom. And, of course, she freaked out. She took me to the pediatrician. And my mom leaves the room. I appreciate you not laughing at my pain. And my mom leaves the room, and the doctor said, "Okay, now tell me what's been going on." I said, "Well, I couldn't find any Vaseline, so I've been masturbating with Crisco." And he said, "Well, that's shortening." It's shortening. All right. If it ain't country, it must be AC/DC or Metallica. Here we go. I won't go away with a bullet in my back. Right here I'll stay with a bullet in my back. So shoot me. Take a shot. Shoot. Did you do this one already?
Yeah.
Really seemed to match up so well.
We did. I think we went all those years without ever doing the same one twice.
I'm just going to start this song over real quick. Stand by. Forget everything you've heard.
Beautiful. Beautiful instrumental.
Home is not a home. Becomes a hell. Turning it into your prison cell. Advantages are taken. They're not handed out. While you struggle inside your hell. Ow. Reaching out. Grabbing for something that you've got to feel. Closing in. Pressure upon you so unreal.
That instrumental was jamming.
Man, that instrumental.
They really bringing the heat.
So hot. Hot fire. Like Dylan. Is that, if it ain't country, Metallica or AC/DC, Nolan? Not Flat Chunky's cousin?
Let's go Metallica.
We just can't fool anybody.
I was saving it inside, but when I was picking the AC/DC lyrics specifically, they're so horny. They're you don't realize, like, I don't know that Metallica ever had a song where they sang about a woman.
They sang about bullets a lot.
Yeah,
I keep hearing bullets.
But there wasn't a lot of like about a specific woman ever.
I don't think they've ever done a song about
Whole Lot of Rosie. Who, Metallica?
No, AC/DC is all like generally horny stuff.
Yeah, Metallica.
I can't think of one.
Like the ones that I picked, I tried to do ones that weren't really like just reading the line, like from What's Next to the Moon from AC/DC, giving that woman just a one more chance. Like that's something that I just feel like Metallica would never say a line like that.
No, they are not a horny band. In fact, their music is mostly devoid of any sexual or romantic content at all.
Yeah, we did it. We had fun.
We did. The goal was to have fun.
That's all we can do.
We achieved that. Thank you, John Senning of Senning Show.
Thank you. Can't wait to get into my car and hear you and Mo work out Spike's appearance on Monday.
Yeah, there will be no Spike appearance on Monday. Nothing to work out.
Sorry, Spike.
Nothing to work out, Spike. You're banned from the station. No, it's fine. I don't care. It's totally Why worry about it?
Why after the break?
Why worry about quality of
life? Yeah.
Okay, so and you will catch John tomorrow at 11 a.m. immediately following Johnny B, who follows the Mike Calta show. It is an early version, and then us at 2. That's 2 p.m.
Just like the good old days.
Tomorrow, just like the good old days. Have a good old 7. Hang tight. Mo and I will come back and we'll talk about stuff.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
275 south at Sly Avenue now cleared completely, so we should be good there. But that delay on Dale Mabry northbound at Pinecrest Manor has not improved yet. That crash still delaying you beyond Hillsborough Avenue and now in the 15-minute range. Neighboring roadways will likely feel the effects of this wreck as well. Northbound Havana Avenue at Hillsborough delayed due to an accident. Northbound Armenia likely seeing more traffic because of that. East of Newport Richie, we have a crash on Little Road northbound around Rancho Del Rio Drive. Traffic is stop and go beyond Heritage Lake Boulevard. This is Eric at the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 and Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as The Strip.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
If you're in the market for a car, chances are you've heard all about those confusing 25% auto tariffs, additional costs added to both new and used cars, and ultimately passed on to you. But don't stress, because at Auto Lenders in Palm Harbor, we have a unique way of getting inventory without the tariffs. So you can choose from the finest one-owner cars, trucks, and SUVs. They're totally tariff-free, which means you're totally free to save thousands more. See for yourself at Auto Lenders in Palm Harbor, a tariff-free way to buy a car.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 Live Teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a Live Teller near you at cadencebank.com/liveteller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Springtime is here, and that means car buying season. If you plan on getting an electric vehicle, you're going to need an EV charger at home. Climate Design Home Services are your go-to company when needing to install or service an EV charger. Whether you own a Rivian, a Tesla, GM, or Ford, Climate Design Home Services can make charging as easy as plugging it in. Furthermore, if you need any type of panel adjustments or upgrades, the licensed electricians from Climate Design Home Services can ensure that you have enough power to charge everything in the comfort of your own home. No more driving around town looking for a charger, worrying you're going to run out of juice. Climate Design Home Services lets you charge at home. Call 727-295-1572 or go to climatedesign.com and schedule your EV charger installation. That's climatedesign.com.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Tee up for a great cause. The first annual Budweiser Folds of Honor Charity Golf Classic is happening Saturday, June 28th at Chichi Rodriguez Golf Club. Reserve your spot today. Go to budgolfclassic.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Some clouds around overnight tonight. Any random showers ending and still warm and humid. Lows about 78. Coming up on your Friday, a fair amount of cloud cover, maybe an isolated shower, but I doubt it. We'll see highs right around 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
On the list of concerts that you should go see, this dude, Surfer Girl, coming to Janice this summer. Amazing performer, makes beautiful music. And we got to see him at Reggae Rise Up a couple of years ago, and he killed it. Last year, I guess. Man, I will tell you, if you are on a weight loss journey, which I am, the Beach Bash is the perfect time, too, because it's a little over a month away. I think that's a good enough time to get yourself in pretty decent shape.
Oh, sure.
It's all about those little, tiny steps that get you to where you want to be, and I want to be in really good shape. I want to be able to take off my shirt and have people not go, ugh. So today, like, there are temptations literally everywhere. Grocery store, restaurants, and I got an Evite to go have lunch with my buddy Scotty Vaughn in our sales department, with Scotty the Body at Magic, and your co-host for the Bo Rock Show, Ethan Demetrius.
Wow, that's a round table.
Isn't it? And we had lunch with the people from Good Greek Moving and Storage. Good Greek Moving and Storage. Superhero movers. And
have Greek salads.
See, that's what I was hoping, is that like we would be going down to Tarpon Springs to have Hellas or Ellis, however you say that, or some sort of Greek cuisine. And Mediterranean cuisine is among the most healthiest that you can eat.
100.
A lot of garbanzo beans, feta cheese, cucumbers, banana peppers. The people who eat that, the Greeks, they seem to maintain their youthful vigor for a long time. And so I thought, great, we're gonna go get some Greek. Well, no, lunch was at Cafe Chibo.
I just gained 200 carbs with you saying that.
Cafe frickin' Chibo. I have not eaten there since Kushner was about to have his kid. We all got together for like a last whatever, and it was me and Sean Daly and a couple of other people, and that must have been, I think his kid's like 30 now. So I think it was like 6 or 7 years ago. It just hadn't been. They'd been to the station a couple of times, and that effing bread with that effing crack gravy that they have. You know how many pieces I had, Mo?
I'm going to say you had some restraint, the 2.5.
How about if you put the over-under at 0.5 pieces of bread, you would be wise to take the over, but if you did that, you would be underestimating the discipline and willpower of one Drew R. Garabo, for I had 0 pieces of bread, 0 ounces of the crack gravy that you dip the bread in. And for lunch, I enjoyed not the penne alla vodka that I wanted to order, not the ravioli that the nice lady from Good Greek ate next to me, and not it looked like a cannelloni that your boy Ethan, not that I was looking at what everybody else ate, but I certainly was, not the cannelloni that your boy Ethan Demetrius got. I opted for the salad with grilled chicken and tomatoes.
I mean, that can be a tasty meal.
Oh, can it? Can it, Mo?
With enough pepper.
God damn it. And then, I'm feeling real good about myself. I had water. I had a salad with chicken. I worked out this morning. I did cardio and weights, just like 10 minutes of cardio and weights and crunches. And I'm feeling good about myself. And then that lunch, I make good decisions. I go to pour my coffee before work at the Keurig machine. And Cherney is what I call Mike Cernak. He goes, do you know Andy's frozen custard brought by Frozen Custard today? You want some? And I just looked at him like, what? And he goes into the freezer, and Andy's Frozen Custard, I guess, just opened up a new location, and they had, freaking frozen custard. My grandma used to take us for frozen custard, not ice cream. And I think the difference is something about milk, and I'm not quite sure what. That was hard to turn down.
Is custard more calorie rich than ice cream, or is it because sherbet is less calorie?
Sherbet.
Sherbet.
There is no R. There is no second RU. And 95% of the world's population say sherbet. Sherbet is what Ernie says when Bert asks if they can push their beds together. There is no such thing as sherbet.
There's no R in sherbet?
There's an R, but it's the first R. Sherbet.
Oh,
sherbet.
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 Interesting.
But people say sherbet like, hey, Ernie, you want to push the beds together tonight? Sherbet. You might have to lay on top of you. Sherbet.
Interesting.
Difference between frozen custard and ice cream. Frozen custard is distinguished by the inclusion of egg yolks in its recipe, which results in a denser, creamier texture and a richer flavor compared to ice cream.
Sure.
God, I have so many food regrets right now. Hello, who are you?
Mike.
What's going on, Mike?
Hey, you talking about the Bone Bash brought up a question I've been meaning to ask you for a long time now.
I love this. I like behind the bone questions. I'm all about them. I'm an open book. I'll answer anything I can.
Okay. You remember it was probably 6 or 7 years ago, you guys had some weekend event at the beach, and one of the guests ran into a sliding glass door and broke his neck.
Well, yeah, that wasn't a bone event. That was us all getting together at an inn, the Enchanted Inn. Mr. Senning, myself, John's buddy Jake, a couple of other people, and Austin, and our buddy Big Kev, who now works for the Bucks. And it was New Year's Eve. We had done it twice, once for Halloween, once for New Year's Eve. And as we were all pre-partying, Kevin noticed that people were getting ready in their formal gear. So Kevin went to go sprint back into his hotel room. Unbeknownst to Big Kev, Jake had dropped a deuce in Kevin's hotel room, in the bathroom, of course, but he closed the sliding glass door when he did so. Kevin, expecting the sliding glass door to be open, ran full speed, face first, right into the sliding glass door, and indeed fractured one of his vertebrae and started to. It was crazy. I mean, he was starting to get paralyzed from the neck down, like while we were all hanging out. And then he had to get surgery. It was a thing.
Holy hell!
I know, what a buzzkill. But yes,
my question is,
yes, sir.
Has he recovered, or is he still having effects?
I think he's recovered. He's working. He's upright. He got surgery. He seems to be doing pretty well. That's a very interesting thing to be thinking about. You
always hear on the news something happened to somebody, and you never hear the follow through.
Yeah,
so I
true.
thought I'd find out.
Oh,
it comes into my head every once in a while how he was doing.
That's very interesting, and I'm sure he'd be flattered to know that. He's a super nice guy, one of the nicest kids I know. And yeah, I think I hope he's doing well. I'll send him a little text after the show. I'm sure John knows. John got to spend time with him a minute ago. But yeah, he's upright. He's doing real well. And thanks for asking, man. That's very considerate of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm assuming, obviously the ambulance had to come, et cetera, et cetera. Or did he first think he was going to be okay? Was he bleed? Did he get cut? It didn't get cut.
No. He was just he went face first into the door. The door didn't break, but he just dropped like a bad habit.
So he didn't realize at first that there was an. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah, like when you can't see a glass door because it's so clean.
Yeah, it's happening.
Oh
yeah.
man,
yeah,
it was. And I don't think he went to the hospital that night.
Oh.
I think he waited until the next day. I was a little preoccupied. We were all
I got
three sheets to the wind.
Do you remember? Were you guys laughing at him?
No, we knew right away.
It was bad.
I remember seeing him on the ground, and we heard the loud thump, and we all went running. And I saw him on the ground, and I immediately knew, oh my God, what happened? He's like, I ran into the sliding glass door. We're like, what the hell? And then, oh man, what a gosh! Of all the what he said, like you guys had a bone event a while ago, and I've been dying to ask you. I'm like, ooh, are we under oath? Let's dig up some dirt. But it turns out it was that. But thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much. Good afternoon. Who are you?
It's Sherbert.
Sherbet.
Sherbert.
How do you spell it?
I can't spell, Drew, but it's Sherbert, man.
Sherbet, stupid. As with most things, you are wrong and dumb, Steve.
Sherbet.
Frozen dessert made with fruit juice added to milk or cream, egg white, or gelatin.
Sherbet.
A frozen fruit juice and sugar mixture served as dessert between courses of a meal or to cleanse the palate.
Sherbet.
A cooling drink of sweet diluted fruit juices.
Sherbet.
There you go. No such thing as sherbet, sir.
Been saying that wrong all my life, Drew.
A lot have, Mo, and what I'm here to do is enlighten the world with the important matters like how to say sherbet. All right, we're going to come back, and we've got the bone bonus keyword for you today. We also have another tragic tale. Now, this one, look, I normally think when a kid falls victim to pedophiles and predators online, the parents could have done more. I'm not sure in this case that they could have, and it's that little girl, 15 years old, who ran away from a home in Utah. Go ahead real quick.
Is it sorbet or sorbet?
It's sorbet.
Then why is sherbet or sherbet instead of sherbet?
It's a good question, Drew.
It could be sherbet if you wanted it to, but it's not. But it's never sherbet. If you want to say sherbet, you'd be the only person in America saying sherbet.
That feels kind of special.
You should. Here's a little video on why it's sherbet. you've been
We're
pronouncing.
earning unlimited 3% cash back
I
on
hate
dining
advertisements so much. It says why the majority of people pronounce sherbet wrong. This is why you've been pronouncing it wrong your entire life. So this video will be over to 1. Here we go.
This is sherbet, and this is why you've been pronouncing it wrong your entire life. First, let's define sherbet. The name distinction is in the percentage of milk or cream. Sorbet often contains no dairy. Sherbet is anywhere between 1 to 3% milk fat, and ice cream is usually anything above 4%. Now, did you notice how the pronunciation of this word changed from the opening line to the last 2 times mentioned? That's because it's actually spelled S-H-E-R-B-E-T. There is no second R. The mispronunciation of this word is so common that it's actually listed in the dictionary as an alternate spelling. But where did it come from? It's thought that as English speakers, we love sounds that resemble each other in a sentence, opening up possibilities for rhyme or alliteration. For example, the phrase, shoot the sherbet to me, Herbert, sounds much better when you add the second R, shoot the sherbet to me, Herbert.
I've never said shoot the sherbet to me, Herbert, but I kind of love it.
This line also happens to be the chorus in the 1939 big band hit of the same name, where the title is printed with just 1 R, but is sung adding the second R to make it rhyme.
Shoot the sherbet to me, Herbert.
Oh, man.
Shoot the
And
sherbet
since we
on her.
pronounce words as they are passed down to us, your grandmother jamming to sherbet Herbert could be the reason why you've been saying it all wrong.
Oh, it's your grandma's fault.
This is Cincinnati chili, and it's
Oh, so if you want to blame somebody, blame your grandma.
Yeah.
Because she's the one who said, pass the sherbet to me, Herbert. I don't know that my granny ever said that. 800-771-1025 is the number. We'll get into this, the tale of this poor girl. She ran away from home. And when I tell you the lengths that she went to hide her clandestine online activity from her parents, you might be willing to cut the parents a break. Oh, it's 4:59. I might as well just wait and play the damn word. I don't want to make anybody late because then, you'll be late entering it. I'll forget to play it. It's my fault you don't have $1,000. You sue Cox Media Group for $1,000. You succeed. I get fired.
Here we go.
4:59. Sorry, go ahead.
I'd actually sue you.
Thank you. Yeah, I would too. Sue me personally. I'll break you off $1,000. Mo DeWitt probably take the case. Fran Hosh would probably defend me, even though she doesn't deal with criminal defense or civil defense. She would probably, hopefully, represent me in a court of law. And yes, I am filibustering, so it reaches 5 o'clock on the dot, so I can play this word for you, even though we're 30 seconds into the future. And by the time you hear this, it will be 5 o'clock and 1 second. Stand by, and here we
go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
tune. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter tune before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. You can tune a piano, but you can't tuna fish. Tune. Achieve a credit union, my credit union. I joined up about 10 years ago. Why? They were close to my house. I didn't know anything about them. I thought, yeah, they're convenient, they're close, might as well join. See how this goes. 10 years later, I can't say enough about their amazing loan rates, about the quick turnarounds that you get on a mortgage, about the fact that they fund every single charity fundraiser that we ask them to. They have never said no, and it's because they don't need to wait for some corporate boardroom up in New York to make a decision. They are headquartered locally, so when we have a need, they go, yeah, no problem whatsoever. Of course, we'll get that done for you. You can even get a HELOC at Achieva Credit Union, and Achieva will pay $1,000 in closing costs. A HELOC is a home equity line of credit. When you borrow against the available equity in your home, you can borrow as little or as much as you need. You can use it for home improvements, home repairs, replace your damaged roof, windows, or even those unexpected expenses that come after a disaster. It's a HELOC, and it can help you manage your finances with a single monthly payment when you consolidate all your debt. So if you're looking to rebuild, recover, or just need a little extra support, reach out to your local Achieva Credit Union today, and together you can weather any storm. Go to any branch, give Achieva a call at 844-658-3701, or go to achievacu.com. That's ACHIEVACU.com. Achieva is an equal housing lender and is federally insured by the NCUA.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, it's the Coca-Cola 600, live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Coverage starts at 5 p.m.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
275 south at Sly Avenue now cleared completely, so we should be good there. But that delay on Dale Mabry northbound at Pinecrest Manor has not improved yet. That crash still delaying you beyond Hillsborough Avenue and now in the 15-minute range. Neighboring roadways will likely feel the effects of this wreck as well. Northbound Havana Avenue at Hillsborough delayed due to an accident. Northbound Armenia likely seeing more traffic because of that. East of Newport Richie, we have a crash on Little Road northbound around Rancho Del Rio Drive. Traffic is stop and go beyond Heritage Lake Boulevard. This is Eric at the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
If you've ever been looking to get rid of your old, worn-out jewelry, trade it in at the Gold and Diamond Source. From May 12th through May 31st, you can double your trade up to $5,000. That means if your trade is $2,500, you'll now get it for $5,000, and gold is at an all-time high, making this the time to come into Gold and Diamond Source, trade in, and celebrate the people that serve our country. Shopping is easy. You can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. That means if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Gold and Diamond Source diamond will never lose its value. The Gold and Diamond Source, minutes away from where you're headed in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Ulmerton Road, right off 275, or check them out online where they're always open at goldanddiamond.com. The Weintraub family will take care of you and treat you like you're one of their family. And make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice-cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you through.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Raise a Big Daddy mug this summer at Hooters. Bud and Bud Light Big Daddies for just $6, or Mick Ultra for $6.50. Big beers, better deals, only at Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
The Calta Signature Combo continues only at Shark Coast Tactical. Will is bringing back the Calta Shotty just in time for hurricane season. What is the Calta Shotty, you ask? This 12-gauge Mossberg riot gun pistol grip shotty is paired with a tactical scabbard, and it's all for only $225. The Calta Shotty is as American as apple pie, and it's only available at Shark Coast Tactical. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and always open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Look for Shark Coast Tactical on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Get in there and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Raise deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your raise deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.com.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. We need to have a conversation. It is time to break up with your power company. They keep raising the rates while you keep footing the bill. At Solar Bear, they say enough is enough. Go solar today and get your first 12 months for free. 0 power payments while you start owning your energy. With over 10 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's trusted solar provider. Locally owned, proven, and affordable. Make that switch today and call Solar Bear now or visit them at solarbear.com. Again, that's solarbear.com.
2 classic albums, 1 night of hits. Styx presents The Grand Illusion. Kevin Cronin Band presents REO Speedwagon's High Infidelity. Saturday, May 31st, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Brotherhood of Rock Tour. Plus Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. 2 classic albums in their entirety. Styx, The Grand Illusion, REO Speedwagons, High Infidelity. Don't miss the event of the summer.
Our annual Memorial Day sales marathon is on now at every Crown Automotive dealership.
Now is positively the best time to buy or lease that new car, truck, or SUV.
New models are in stock and available for delivery today. Or shop Crown's massive selection of pre-owns, all with special Memorial Day weekend offers. Good now through Monday only.
The Crown countdown clock is ticking.
Only 5 days left. Get to the Crown Automotive dealership of your choice now. The better way to buy and service.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. HIMS.com/JOY.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free. free.
Call 800-838-6161. That's 800-838-6161. 800-838-6161.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Under my skin, watch the walls closing. Your words drawn like a blade, contaminate my veins.
This is a band I have heard of, but had never heard until just now with you or listening to them together. They are a hugely popular Christian metalcore band called The Devil Wears Prada. And if you play drums, they might be looking for you.
Too soon, Drew. Too soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Daniel Williams, formerly of hugely popular Christian metalcore band The Devil Wears Prada, filmed himself boarding a Cessna 550 at a New Jersey airport late last night. The 39-year-old drummer also shared pictures of himself at the controls of the small aircraft and said that he was the co-pilot now. Unclear if he was joking. An eerie final post showed him at the plane's controls with the caption, "Here we go." The plane stopped for fuel in Wichita, Kansas before continuing to California, where the Cessna ultimately crashed in a quiet military neighborhood in San Diego, close to his intended final destination of Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport. Rest in peace, dude.
The drumming solid.
Solid drumming indeed. Speaking of Final Destination, that new Final Destination Origins or whatever it's called is getting really, really good reviews.
Oh.
I imagine you probably don't have to see all of the Final Destination movies to understand it.
You get it after the first one.
Yeah, like, oh, okay, I get it. We all could have made this decision and died. But I like the first one. That was the one with the airplane, right? Like where they get on the airplane, the guy gets off, and then somebody. I don't think I saw any. The first one also have the log truck.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's the one I saw.
I think I saw the first 20 minutes of the first one and pieces of the rest.
I like that movie better than the, what is it, Paranormal Activity, where they're just laying in bed and there's like a ghost in the room.
Oh, I think that first one, I can't speak for the others, but that first one I thought was brilliant. It scared me.
I like, for when it comes to scary movies, I always recommend The Fourth Kind with Mila Jovovich as a therapist, and it's about alien abduction. Like her patients are all people who claim to have been abducted by aliens, and each of them saw a white snow owl before it happened. Ooh,
I vaguely remember that.
That's a creepy ass movie. Hey, good afternoon. Who are you?
Hey, Mike, how are you guys?
What happened?
Oh, this is Mike. How are you guys?
Oh, good, Mike. Thank you very much. Sorry, your phone was cutting out.
Yeah, it's all right. So about that plane crash yesterday, part of the reason, I don't think he had controls of the plane who was coming in. They didn't have weather from the Montgomery field, and when they did get one of the fields that was close, they had an overcast of 200 feet, and there was another one of about 300 feet, which is way below their minimums, and they crashed about a mile on final. So I'm just guessing that, they just lost sight and they were just too close to the ground at some point. And, it's just horrible all the way around.
This man seems to know a lot about the... were you a fan of A Devil Wears Prada, or are you just an aviation guy, or what's the deal?
I am a devil wearing Prada.
Oh. Hey, are they... is that accurate to say that they are a Christian metalcore band?
I think so.
Okay. Hey, what's another Christian metalcore band that you're into with a drummer who's alive?
God,
are there any?
Hard question. I'm kind of getting nervous.
I'm sorry.
I don't think so, to be honest. No.
Fine. What else do you listen to?
Gucci.
Who?
Gucci Man. 1017 Brick Squad.
Thank you.
You got some problem with Gucci Mane?
I got no problem with Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane's all right. So the story I saw right before we went on is about this 15-year-old girl who, oh, man, this is so tragic because as a parent, you think you're doing the right thing by looking through your kid's phone, right? You monitor their online activity. You teach your kid, who, despite their inquisitive nature, you teach them to be careful around strangers. These parents, Olga and Nikolai Petrov, checked all of this girl's messages. She had never spent a night without her parents. What her parents didn't know, and I would ask you, ladies, gentlemen, and others, if this is something her parents could have prevented. This 15-year-old had hidden an ancient, long-forgotten iPad, had hidden it in her dresser. And right under their noses, two scumbags allegedly slid into this 15-year-old's Instagram account and spent months grooming this child, their conversations growing more disturbing during the day. By the day. Sorry, not during the day, but by the day. Probably happened at night a lot. Olga told the Daily Mail that the iPad was so well hidden, she and her husband missed it when they searched their house for clues after she didn't come home. The secret device was only found when cops rummaged through the suburban home in American Fork, about 32 miles south of Salt Lake City. They never thought she could be talking to strangers with an iPad that she hid. Sickening police files detailed how the alleged pedophiles slowly gained her trust and convinced her to send them nude photos and engaged in perverted sexual fantasies. Eventually, one of them, identified by police as a 35-year-old Matthew Nicholas Menard, arranged to meet her in Vegas and fly to his home in Miami, where he allegedly planned to do unspeakable acts. She was dropped off at school. Instead of going to school, she bought supplies at a gas station, convinced a dude there to drive her to the local train station. She got off the train in Provo, Spain, Provo, Utah, the end of the line about 14 miles south of American Fork, and asked people to help her get a bus ticket to Las Vegas. She has not been seen since. Like, can you do any more as a parent than to just hope that your 15-year-old is being above board with everything? What more could they have done? You know what I mean? Like, they searched her room. She had an 8-year-old iPad that they totally probably forgot about hiding in her dresser.
Yeah.
That is, it's one thing to, like, have knowledge that your kid is on Instagram and to monitor that. But if your kid has an iPad that you don't even know about, they have an Instagram account that you don't even know about, these predators are just, that's what they live for stuff like that. So if anything, maybe this makes you out there as a parent be extra, extra vigilant when it comes to turning your kid's room, turning it out like you would do a prison cell. But who wants to do that?
And I think that can be subverted. They keep it at school. They keep it at a friend's house.
Right.
It's just access to strangers is exponentially easier. I mean, I don't even think it was easy when we were coming up. It was, I mean, you might meet them out on the street.
Maybe.
Other than that, you didn't meet them.
Right. Like if there were predators when we were kids, they were driving a white rape van
right.
that said puppies on the side or candy on the side.
Or just pulling up and snatching you. A panel van with no windows or blacked out windows.
Exactly. Now they have a more effective, terrifying, and digital way to frickin' track you down.
So they did catch one of the perps. Is that what I'm? Because they gave a name, or did they just get that name from the iPad?
I think they might have gotten the name from the iPad.
Okay, so both.
There's just nothing. Sometimes there's nothing you can do as a parent, and that sucks.
Really does.
800-771-1025. How do they know that these dudes either got her? Okay, so they arrested both of the pedophiles. Second alleged pedophile, William Glines, arrested in Texas City, Texas. This is just a terrible story.
So, but they're not saying that. They're saying they had nothing to do with the girl, probably.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, and we still don't know where the girl is. Hello there. Who are you?
This is John. What's up?
Hey, John. How you doing, bud?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. So, Final Destination with the log trucks, I think, was 2. Mo, the movie guy, you should know better. A great Christian hard rock band is Norma Jean. You should check them out. And also, John Fanning, I hope you're listening. You should start a bluegrass band. I would buy that album.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. 800-771-1025. Police detailed in affidavits the disturbing messages between Elisa and Menard going back to January 17th, most of which were sexual in nature. At one point, Menard asked the girl, "Are you secretly 15?" To which she responded, "Of course, yeppers, I'm actually in middle school." Despite knowing how young she was, they continue to talk, and the conversations are largely sexual in nature. Over the course of several months, they corresponded with the teen for the purpose of soliciting sex, sodomy, and child sex abuse material from the minor. They discussed in graphic detail his intent to sexually abuse the child. He encouraged and engaged with the teen, all from the state of Florida, where his substantial ties to the community and resources are. They made plans to meet in Vegas and then go to his home in Miami, where they could lay low for a while. I don't know how you get a wink of sleep if you have a 15-year-old daughter. She is classified as an endangered runaway right now, and I think we're all hoping that she's found alive. Yeah. Hello there. Who are you?
Hi, it's Corey.
Hey, Corey. So,
hey, I don't want to talk about pedophiles. I just wanted to know if you saw that Knicks meltdown last night, man. You're a man of basketball. Did you watch it?
I did.
It was terrible.
I did. It was, I'm rooting for the Knicks, and I still think they're going to win this series and win the championship. But I'm a big fan of good basketball over everything else. And
it was good.
Tyrese Halliburton is a special talent, man. That shot that he hit to send the game to overtime. Let me ask you a question. As a fellow basketball watcher, okay? I'm not so ready to say all sports are fixed. I'm here to say that, it's pretty suspicious that the Knicks were blowing the doors off of the Pacers, and then somehow they magically come back. But here's the thing. Do you think the technology exists to control the flight of a basketball to where if it bounces off the back of the rim, they can use some sort of drone remote control or whatever? Maybe there's some chip in the ball that can augment the flight of the basketball and make it go through the hoop.
That's straight out of Ocean's 11.
I'm just asking. I'm asking questions here.
Okay, well, it could be this. There could be a magnetic system in the rim that repels the basketball at certain times, or accepts it at certain times. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, they blew it. They were up by so much. I changed the channel with 2.5 to go. I come back to it, and it's a 2-point game, and then Halliburton hits this amazing shot. It was just, and then the toe on the line and everything. You can't script it.
You can't. And if you did script it, no one would believe it. An amazing game. I believe I said on the air yesterday, take the Pacers to cover. I did not see them winning that game. I did see them covering. And if you're of the gambling nature, I could see the T-Wolves covering tonight. I don't know that they'll win in OKC, but I think they will come out, and Anthony Edwards specifically will have a lot better of a performance than he did in game one. Look for Minnesota to perhaps cover this evening. But again, for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Great game. I appreciate you asking. Hello, who are you? Choked up. Hello? Hi there. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who might you be?
Hi, this is Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Drew, I just wanted to weigh in. It is absolutely terrifying to be a dad of a daughter in this technology era that we're in.
How do you do it, bro? Do you look through your daughter's phone? Do you look through her devices? Do you search her room to see if there are hidden devices you don't know about?
That was kind of why I wanted to weigh in of what more could the parents do. And it's just so hard to keep up with everything.
Yep.
But I think that where it came in with me is built a relationship with my daughter that she felt like that she could always come to me. And if some guy sent some creepy message to her, the first person that saw it was me. So I think that it's more than just checking your device and seeing what's on there. My daughter now, she's 23. She was an NFL cheerleader for 3 years in Jacksonville.
That's awesome.
So she was, I would say, highly targeted online.
Yeah. Oh my God. A young lady who looks like that. I'd be worried about that sexy Jaguars mascot. That dude is ripped. Have you ever, when they went to the sexy Jag mascot, I'm like, man, Jacksonville's really got it going on. I don't know if you've seen him, but he looks like a ripped Chester the cheetah. That's a buff looking dude. He's not banging your daughter, is he, sir?
No, he's actually a very nice young man. I got to meet him while he was there, while she was cheering there. So,
he's the sexiest mascot in all of sports. I'm not going to lie. But to your point, if you invest in time with your kid and you build up a level of trust, there's a very good chance that they will be comfortable coming to you with just about anything. But the way these disgusting creepazoids operate is they don't play all their cards right away. No. They would start with oh, you're so pretty. I bet you have all the boys talking to you. Oh, I sure do. Oh, yeah, well, I'm not like that. I just want to be your friend. And then they develop that artificial level of trust. And despite your best efforts, next thing you know, the unspeakable is happening. Doesn't sound like it happened to your daughter, which is great. And I hope it doesn't. But I appreciate the insight a lot, man. Thank you.
There was one instance that she showed me when she got older, and a very inappropriate comment by one of her former middle school teachers. It wasn't while she was in middle school. It was when she was of age, but a former teacher making a comment about a football helmet she was holding. So you could imagine.
Oh, dude. I will tell you, like Sarah's daughter's not my daughter. I've known her for 5 years, but she's not my daughter. If I were to see something like that, I'd go right to that school and slap the taste right out of that teacher's mouth, man. God bless you, fathers of daughters, and you mothers of daughters, because that's golly. Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, how's it going? It's John.
What's up, dude?
Hey, Mo, how's it going?
Well, sir.
Hey, a couple things. One thing that I appreciate you guys talking about health. I'm not trying to change the topic, but I got first time seeing a doctor in 6 years. All blood work came out, all green checks.
Good job, buddy.
And the colon stuff that you're talking about, I got a test come in, so I really appreciate that. And just it's kind of a reality check because life goes by quick, and
it does.
Secondly, when are you guys? You two going to be out at the beach bash?
All weekend long, dude. Yeah. We'll be doing our show there on Friday. Checking into the hotel before that. We'll definitely be hanging out with John Sennings. His intro party and the pig roast and whatnot. Saturday, I'm doing karaoke by the pool. I would imagine we're going to hang out and see Pitbull Toddler if we're allowed.
It'd be cool to meet you guys because I met John and Monica. It was I think it was your second year you were out for your Christmas program. Because I went out there from Lithia and drove out to donate. So
thank you. We'll be out there all weekend, dude. All weekend. So come on out. If you're not staying out there, which the rooms are going fast, just be out there anytime, and we'd love to meet you, man. Love to have a couple of beverages with you.
Awesome. And for the daughter thing, I'm going through that now, but we're pretty restrictive on her technology. I'm in cybersecurity myself,
good.
We monitor and teach her as much as we can, and I've even done programs at the schools talking to the kids about the cyberspace and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a real thing.
Let me ask you a question. You ever do any programs at the school for the parents to come to, like how to teach parents how to make sure their kids aren't doing down low stuff on the social media?
I actually advocate that more to the parents than I do to kids.
Good.
Because they just don't know, especially if you're not tech savvy. It's just what out of sight, out of mind. So the kids are a little bit smarter with the devices these days. So it's just more about parental controls and not limiting them to life, but just the dangers. It's a lot more out there than people expect.
Yeah, it is, man. There are people who wake up every day thinking, how can I lure kids into my online web? And it's disgusting.
Correct.
Well, thank you, man.
Yep.
I appreciate the call. Looking forward to seeing you out at the Bone Beach Bash, sponsored by Neutral. 800-771-1025. Sky Beach out in St. Pete. Get your rooms now, theboneonline.com. They will sell out. Hello there.
Hello.
Are you recording?
No.
Okay.
No, sorry. I just wasn't sure.
Man, you had a great voice. It sounded just like hello, I am a recording designed to sell you solar energy. Do you believe in harnessing the power of the sun?
I mean, I did work in a call center for about 2 years.
You had that call center greeting voice, a very professional yet cordial, exuding, welcoming energy voice. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to kind of weigh in. I'm not a dad, obviously, of a teenage daughter, but I am a sister of a teenage daughter teenage sister who went through this 20 years ago, actually.
Oh.
So this is stuff that's been, it's been going on for a long time. She was active on this forum, and a guy ended up talking to her, grooming her, and he sent her a ring. This gentleman sent a 27-year-old man sent my 14-year-old sister a ring to propose to her in our mail.
Oh, in the mail, snail mail, a ring.
In the mail.
But it was caught before anything happened, correct?
Yeah, actually, my parents found the ring in the mail, and literally they flipped out. They changed all of our phone numbers. We moved a year later, so things ended up she ended up getting grounded, stuff taken away, but everybody in the family had to change our numbers.
Man, and I will tell you, guys in general are creepy as hell, and it's gotten worse with social media and the rise of the incel movement, these video game playing nerds who not only can't get laid, but hate women and don't want to get laid and act out. It's a scarier time than ever to be a woman. And I can't imagine having, like I said, a teenage daughter in the midst of all this madness. But, all we can do is keep speaking about it on this show. I know it's not the most fun thing to talk about, but if a parent out there gets one piece of ammunition against these groomers and pedophiles that seem to be plaguing our society, then we've done good work here today. So thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for putting the message out, because it's definitely, this is 20 years ago, so it's just getting more advanced.
Hell yeah, it is. Thank you. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Hey, this is Christina.
Hi, Christina. What's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you something that I found on my daughter's cell phone. She's 11, and we have everything blocked except for it's like a little chat bot, it's like an AI chat bot.
Okay.
Well, it's not flagged as pornographic, so it got through the filter. And my daughter has been communicating with this person like he is a grown adult. If this AI bot was a human, he would be dead. He would be in jail for grooming. He would be in jail for everything. But this was able to get through, and my daughter at 10 years old was sexting an AI person or an AI bot because it's not flagged as pornographic online.
Oh, my God. And I'm so sorry, but you brought it up. I don't want to dig up these awful, painful memories for you, but the moment that you read the graphic conversation between the two of them, I can only imagine that your heart was in your stomach.
I was so disgusted. I didn't even know what to do. I immediately went online and thought, all right, how do I sue these people? And there are lawsuits and litigation across the country right now against these chatbots, but it's extremely difficult, as you can imagine.
Sure.
But yeah, it was like her innocence was just completely gone. I mean, some of the words were just awful that I didn't even know the words that they were using until I was an adult, much less 11. So it's just something I was not even, and I have 4 children. My oldest is 25 years old. So I've been through this, through Kik, through Snapchat, through all of the little nasty things, and this was not on my radar. So
I'm just trying to clarify what she was doing. So there was a chat app or a chat website or whatever, and she was not conversing with a real person. It was a bot that was sending automated responses that she was sexting with?
Correct. It kept calling her. It kept saying, call me daddy. And my poor daughter was like, why am I calling you that? I'm not your daughter. I'm your girlfriend. So she's thinking she's talking to this boyfriend, and he's just grooming her. I know, baby, and all this. I mean, it makes my skin crawl. It makes my skin crawl.
Oh my God, that is just so repugnant, and I'm so glad that you caught it, and that it wasn't even a real person. And most parents at least look out for Instagram and Snapchat and whatnot, but freaking Roblox. Freaking YouTube channels out there try to like disguise as a kid's cartoon, and then the next thing you know, Peppa Pig's getting down on a schlong. You know what I mean? Or there's Blippi, doing whatever Blippi does. I have no idea what Blippi does. And so it's all of those online games, and anytime there is an opportunity for interaction between an adolescent and an adult, you really got to go through the convo with a fine-tooth comb to make sure they're not out there falling prey to these disgusting, loathsome pedophiles.
Yeah, and it was shared with her by somebody from school that she got this chat, and it started out very innocent. It was a fun and innocent thing, but it turns nasty. So it's just awful.
Damn it! Do you think that the AI program was designed to do that, or did it just like somehow tweak an algorithm to where it took a sexual turn?
That I don't know. I have refused to even go on to it. The name of it, I don't know if I could even say it. I mean, it's not graphic. It's called Polybuzz.
Okay.
And I don't know how it turned, but it started out, it was just more like my boyfriend, girlfriend, and then it took a turn, and then it was from what I read, it was teaching her things.
Oh, my God. Yeah, looking right now, Polybuzz, and that's exactly what you said, an AI chatbot, to where these poor kids who get a little lonely or whatever, they want an online friend, and they think it's going to be their friend, and then all of a sudden they're grooming these kids. Oh, man. Well, thank you. I'm glad you caught it before anything bad happened, before this robot ended up abducting your child, and continued success to you as a mom. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Love you guys.
Love you back. Thank you. Even you got to worry about humans, but now you got to worry about these damn friggin' robots too.
Just so that I understand, there was never an actual person on the other end.
Nope.
So I wonder how it just decided to turn sexual.
Yeah, is it programmed that way, or like again, we're not victim shaming, but did she say something that cued a key?
Well, I wonder.
Key to cue.
What about this, Drew? What if it's AI? What if it's programmed to eventually turn sexual, and then at some point somebody behind it then moves in?
That might be it.
Whereas they can have it do all of this sexual stuff without fear of being arrested by the cops until they know they're in the clear.
Much like the film Roxanne, when Steve Martin was actually saying the things that dunderhead was saying to Patricia Arquette? Rosanna Arquette?
Rosanna.
Was it Rosanna Arquette, Roxanne?
Yeah. Rosanna was the old Arquette, right?
Yeah.
I think it was Rosanna.
Was that her, or was it Daryl Hannah?
Oh, it was Daryl Hannah. It was Hannah.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure, yeah.
So, then Steve Martin sets her up, and then that dude who looked like Woody Harrelson comes in. He's like,
It's kind of a stretch, but sure.
I mean, it's the legend of Cyrano de Bergerac, just redux. Hello, who are you?
Hi, I'm Cameron.
What's up, Cam?
What's up? I just wanted to weigh in on the device thing with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not speaking as a parent, but as a 25-year-old that kind of grew up when all this stuff started kind of booming a little bit in the social media.
Sure.
With the monitoring of the devices, I feel like there's got to be a delicate balance, because I noticed growing up a lot of the kids that were monitored the most, with so-called helicopter parents, were the ones that acted out the most.
True.
And got really, really good at hiding stuff from their parents. So
yeah, it's almost like if you know that mom and dad are looking over your shoulder all the time, you're going to be airtight when it comes to locking things down. But if you give your kid a little bit of leeway and trust, then you can snoop on them and they won't know. You can swoop right in there and be like, I gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. And they can, tell you what's going on rather than you having to find out every little thing. If they feel like their parents are a warden, they're going to act more like a prisoner and kind of sneak stuff and try to escape and everything.
Right on. Thanks, my man. I appreciate the call a lot. I mean, if all of this doesn't make you want to have more intense conversations with your kid about it, I don't know what to tell you. Hello.
Hey, this is Will. I got two things to say, man. One, I'm the kid you gave those Pierce the Veil tickets to. Dude, I had the best time ever,
Hell
me
yeah.
and my friends.
Awesome, dude.
I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Glad to do it. I'm glad you had a good time.
And then the other thing is on what that lady was saying earlier, the polybuzz.
Yeah.
I'm really annoyed. I scroll on TikTok probably a little more than I should, but I'm really annoyed with the ads that keep popping up for that thing.
Oh.
I think it is designed to be sexual because the ads that keep popping up, I scroll right past them. I hate them. It's just like, it's stupid. It's trying to advertise a sexualized online chatbot right on my TikTok. Like, I don't watch anything like this. Stop to get off my phone.
Right on, dude. Thank you. I don't know if he said the F word there. I don't think he did. Boy, you imagine like being from the past and you time travel in the future. You turn on the radio and you hear chatbot on my TikTok and you're like, huh? Put a what on your who? Somebody mentioned middle school sometime during that conversation. I sent a tweet about this today about middle school graduation. Are we setting the bar a little bit low, people?
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Road Ranger now on the scene. 2 left lanes blocked due to that earlier crash. Southbound 275 around Bush Boulevard. Traffic is stop and go back to Fletcher. Be about a 15 to 20 minute backup. Expect that Sly, Hoover, Anderson crash to still delay you on those roadways. Northbound Dale Mabry backed up at Pinecrest still. Also northbound traffic congested around Humphrey Street and Waters Avenue. Bush Boulevard eastbound and westbound delayed between Armenia and Dale Mabry. Southbound US 19, a crash around Gandy Boulevard will back up traffic in Pinellas beyond Gateway Center. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
All-American Gunslingers on US 19 is Newport Richie's #1 gun range. Take the concealed carry class, normally $85. For a limited time, it's free with just a $20 range fee. Go to aagunslingers.com for all the info. That's aagunslingers.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Mom and Dad seemed different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
John Setting here for Wild Fork. I got a lot of favorites at Wild Fork, but my go-to right now is the mushroom and bacon crusted pork loin. I threw that bad boy on the pellet smoker for about an hour. It was beautiful, sliced it real thin. It fed me all week long. From rare cuts of meat, sides, seasonings, desserts, and more, they've got everything you're looking for. You can get it delivered right to your front door, pick it up in store, or just go on a shopping spree. Locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Petersburg, and always online at wildforkfoods.com.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly.
Hey!
Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
With the power of Amazon, you can make purchases in the morning and they'll be delivered to your doorstep by that afternoon. That's not the case with hurricane-resistant windows. You have to plan ahead. If you have thought about upgrading your windows to withstand the hurricanes, call WeatherTight Windows today. You don't want to overthink this and run out of time when hurricane season is upon us. Call WeatherTight Mike and get a quote on hurricane-resistant windows today.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
It's win big or go home in the NBA playoffs at Hard Rock Bet, but not for new customers. New signups get bonus bets up to $100 if their first bet doesn't win. And if you're ready to make every point count, get on Hard Rock Bet right now. You can bet on rebounds, assists, and more. And what about every goal, shot, and save? No matter which sport you prefer, Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on the playoffs in just a few easy taps. All you need to do is download the Hard Rock Bet app or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. There's no doubt, if you listen to the news, that the economic landscape is in a constant state of change. And with the uncertainty surrounding the automotive industry, many people are heading to the used car lots. Listen, there are plenty of good reasons to buy a pre-owned vehicle, and chief among them is avoiding the dreaded D word, depreciation. Here at Stingray, we constantly stock 200 high-quality pre-owned vehicles with a great selection of certified pre-owned Chevys, like a 2022 certified pre-owned Chevy Trax for just $17,600. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray Chevy on I-4 has no dealer fee on any pre-owned vehicle, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference. Come on, rise and win.
NASCAR on Prime kicks off this Memorial Day weekend with one of the crown jewels of racing, the Coca-Cola 600.
Green flag flying here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
600 miles, 400 laps. This is where legends are made and heroes are honored. And for the first time ever, you can stream it on Prime.
Now's the time, let's do it.
See what it takes to finish first. Don't miss the Coca-Cola 600, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. NASCAR, it's on Prime.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm. I'd like to invite you to join the pros at Mastery Suzuki Repower Center as we celebrate World Boating Day, a global salutation to recreational boating. On Friday, May 23rd, Mastery Suzuki Repower will host an open house. From 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., you can tour the facility, meet our certified techs, and hear testimonials. Visitors will also receive a special gift that will help you enjoy the holiday weekend. Master Engine Center is located at 5400 118th Avenue North in Clearwater. Mastery Suzuki Repower wants to celebrate World Boating Day with you. We hope to see you there.
Sports allow us to play, learn, and grow. But there's something more important than victory. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe every athlete deserves to be safe. Safe from abuse and misconduct on and off the field. We equip athletes, parents, coaches, and others with the right education to recognize, prevent, and respond to harmful behavior. Join the movement to champion respect and end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
When it really matters, choose Farrah and Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Tee up for a great cause. The first annual Budweiser Folds of Honor Charity Golf Classic is happening Saturday, June 28th at Chichi Rodriguez Golf Club. Reserve your spot today. Go to budgolfclassic.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Some clouds around overnight tonight. Any random showers ending and still warm and humid. Lows about 78. Coming up on your Friday, a fair amount of cloud cover, maybe an isolated shower, but I doubt it. We'll see highs right around 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Talk about middle school graduation here, but F that. I asked Maurice off the air if he had heard the Prince and Diddy allegations that Prince might have been ended because he knew something. No. I think I found it. Stand by. And
going on that we really have to address.
That's where Cat Williams enters the picture. In several interviews, Cat said that Prince warned him personally about both Diddy and Jay-Z. According to Cat, Prince had something big on them. And he wasn't just talking about legal leverage or petty rivalries. He was talking about evidence, footage, names, events, things that, if they ever got out, would destroy careers and reputations overnight. Cat never claimed to have seen the materials, but he spoke about it with a level of seriousness that didn't feel like entertainment. He described Prince as someone who knew too much and had stopped trusting anyone near the end. Cat even claimed that Prince used to record his own events, not for fun, but for protection. He wanted a record of who attended his parties, who was in the room, and who tried to pressure his guests into anything. The theory goes deeper. Some believe that Prince had uncovered a network, one where artists were being lured to private industry events, then filmed and blackmailed into silence or submission. The idea wasn't new. Jaguar Wright, Cat Williams, and even Dave Chappelle had hinted at similar setups. But Prince, with his resources, might have had more than stories. He might have had proof. And just months after pushing back against certain business proposals, including a reported attempt by Roc Nation to obtain full streaming access to his vault, Prince was found dead in an elevator at Paisley Park. Prince's death was ruled an accidental overdose. Fentanyl-laced pills were found in his home. But something didn't add up. In those final years, Prince's behavior shifted dramatically. He implemented strict new security protocols at Paisley Park and became intensely selective about his inner circle. But did any of it help?
It also really concerned me because it made me think that, wow, so you mean you do all these things to take care of yourself and you die so young?
Number his concerns extended beyond personal safety. In his final weeks, Prince had serious conversations with close associates about what he perceived as dangerous elements within the music industry. He spoke candidly about powerful figures and the consequences of challenging them. His particular focus was on controversial industry practices, including exclusive parties where young artists felt pressured to attend to advance their careers. These circumstances raise essential questions. What prompted Prince to fortify his security so drastically? What information made him so concerned about industry practices?
Pretty interesting stuff. I mean, could be nothing. Could be a whole lot of conspiracy mumbo jumbo, or might be something.
Yeah, man, they killed Prince. I'm being serious. I had never seen Right to Me. You die in the elevator of your home all alone.
That seems very suspicious, and it would be a damn shame. I mean, it's a damn shame we lost Prince anyway, but it is a damn shame, especially so if he was taken out because of something that he knew.
Listen. All of this Diddy stuff, Kid Cudi, the beating of the girlfriend, the suspicious Kim Porter death.
Yep.
I don't know if we ever really found out what happened with that.
Nope.
Then there was weren't there allegations that he had Tupac taken out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was at least associated with that.
Bad dude.
Diddy was running rogue.
Bad dude. And now, again, they're probably going to find him guilty of a lot of stuff in this trial, but still, I don't know that we'll get what really, really happened to Prince, what really happened with Biggie and Pac.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How is it with everyone that this cat is associated with, all of the A-listers and your first star witness is Kid Cudi?
Yeah.
That's how far low on the chain you are. I mean, where's Jennifer Lopez with J-Lo?
It's a great question.
She right around the block.
They probably look through like, okay, who has had their vehicle blown up by Diddy? That's Kid Cudi. Let's bring him in.
But we're going to get more star power on the witness stand than Kid Cudi. Come on, man.
We got to. But he's the opening act. Kid Cudi, he's not the headliner.
I mean, Jay-Z's not going to be called into this bitch?
Ooh, I don't know. I did see that Justin Baldoni just removed Taylor Swift from the subpoena list, so he's playing cool. He's playing it perfectly because the relationship between Blake Lively and Taylor Swift is done. There's a lot going on in Hollywood.
Yeah, it really, really much so.
The more I age and the more wisdom I collect, the more I think that there absolutely is something going on when it comes to a secret cabal of powerful and famous people who prey upon young children and share that with each other.
Well, people in power using that power to abuse not only children but adults, especially women. I mean, that's the story as old as time.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I don't know that it's a secret cabal more than it's just human nature.
Yeah.
You attain a certain level of power and then you use it to abuse.
Yep. What can I get away with? Look how famous I am.
Right. I mean, okay, if you really strip it down to its barest, narrative, this is the casting couch turned into a party.
Who knows what Dylon had to do to get that hot fire that he was spitting.
Oh, come on, man.
You thought making him walk to friggin' Brooklyn to get cheesecake was bad.
I will say this. Someone needs to subpoena all of the Breaking the Band tapes and start looking at those episodes with a fine-tooth comb.
I think they did have one of the Danity Kane ladies on the stand yesterday.
Danity Kane. Was there a dumber name?
How dare you? I'm a big Aubrey O'Day guy. What do we got coming up on the Mo Better Mo?
Oh, well, Fortnite ends in a death. Florida woman says, hold my beer. And I am going to tell you how you can buy vinyl that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's.
Oh, next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music. Presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Road Ranger now on the scene. 2 left lanes blocked due to that earlier crash. Southbound 275 around Bush Boulevard. Traffic is stop and go back to Fletcher. Be about a 15 to 20 minute backup. Expect that Sly, Hoover, Anderson crash to still delay you on those roadways. Northbound Dale Mabry backed up at Pinecrest still. Also northbound traffic congested around Humphrey Street and Waters Avenue. Bush Boulevard eastbound and westbound delayed between Armenia and Dale Mabry. Southbound US 19 a crash around Gandy Boulevard will back up traffic in Pinellas beyond Gateway Center. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
This is a cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness. This Memorial Day weekend, you can join for only $1. Get 30 days free going on May 23rd through the 31st only. You go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO, and memberships will start at $9.99 a month. It's time to be your hero with world-famous group fitness classes and all the strength and cardio equipment you need at more than 500 locations nationwide. This Memorial Day weekend, join for only $1. You get 30 days free. It's the 23rd through the 31st only. Go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO. Time to get crunched. Offer ends 5/31.
There are 472 reasons to shop auto lenders in Palm Harbor. We call reason number 4 tariff freedom. Right now, almost all new and used cars are being hit with a 25% tariff. That's an added cost of about $6,000 more per vehicle. But at auto lenders, we get our vehicles in a totally innovative way. So you'll find the best one-owner cars, trucks, and SUVs, all tariff-free. Auto lenders was always thousands less. Now you'll save so much more. Visit us today in Palm Harbor.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
John Setting here for Hawkins Service Co. From repairs and maintenance to upgrades, Hawkins is the go-to solution for all your HVAC and pool repair needs. Summer is upon us, and if you want peace of mind as the temperatures rise, buy a new system from Hawkins Service Co. and receive a free 1-year maintenance plan. Get ahead of the upcoming price increases. Offers ends May 31st. Schedule your consultation today and give them a call. 813-445-8209. Or online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches on my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches on my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 5-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. With the economic landscape in a constant state of flux, consumers are understandably concerned about how car prices will be affected. While no one has a crystal ball to predict the future, I will say that if you're planning on purchasing a new vehicle in the next year, now would be a good time to pull the trigger. Luckily, our inventory here at Stingray is in great shape with over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles available, including a huge selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray on I-4 has no dealer fee, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. So while other dealers will charge a hefty fee on top of the advertised price of the vehicle, rest assured that you won't pay that here. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Flash. I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo better than this.
Well, anyway, we're going to do it to him called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Drew, we were talking about how there are parents that maybe don't watch their kids enough or are not in their lives enough. Every now and again, you get a story where there's a parent that's in their kid's life too much.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Dateline, Davenport, Florida. Davenport, where are we about?
That is between Kissimmee and Auburndale.
Okay. A man, I still have no idea.
Between Lakeland and Orlando.
Boom, gotcha. A man is behind bars for killing his stepson during an argument over Fortnite that escalated into a shooting on Wednesday night, according to the police. They have now given us more detail. They say around 7:10, officers responded to a home on Citrus Landing regarding the domestic incident. Police learned shortly before 7, Kelly Agar Garcia, 43, and his wife, Adrian Daza, 48, were at home with Daza's two minor children, 9 and 11, and her adult son. So he comes into a three-kid situation. The adult son was Azriel J. Martinez. Daza is the biological mother of all three, while Garcia is their stepfather.
All right.
According to the officers, the 9-year-old, it takes a little bit to follow, was in Martinez's bedroom playing Fortnite, which his parents had previously forbidden. When Daza learned he was playing the game, she decided to discipline him by taking his phone. The 9-year-old became upset, and as he and Daza were walking into her bedroom, he went to the nightstand where he removed a Smith & Wesson 9mm handgun from the drawer. A struggle ensued between Daza and Garcia with the 9-year-old, and Garcia was eventually able to gain possession of the gun. So the two adults are struggling with the 9-year-old over the gun. and he got possession. I truly believe that if that child did not know where the gun was, none of this would have happened today. None of it, Police Chief Parker said. Police said Martinez then entered the bedroom and saw that the 9-year-old was agitated while Garcia was holding the gun. Martinez and Garcia got into a verbal argument, which led to Garcia shooting Martinez several times in the chest and abdomen. As Martinez was leaving the room, officers said Garcia followed Martinez and shot him twice more in the back before he collapsed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Over a video game.
Yeah, Parker described Garcia as a disciplinarian. Yeah, okay.
Stern one at that.
And that Martinez did not like the way he disciplined the 2 young children. He also mentioned that police had been to the home before. A situation like that, okay, you say Fortnite. There is a dynamic in that house that is off.
Oh, yeah.
Fortnite might have been the fuse, but it was not the powder.
Right.
So, and something like that was eventually going to happen. Also, you shouldn't have a gun where a 9-year-old knows where it is and can easily access it.
Correct.
There's an issue right there.
If the 9-year-old can go, I'm going to go get the strap and knows where it is, you got problems.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. 9-year-old knows the term strap, then you've got problems as well. Florida woman. We often hear about Florida man.
Yeah.
Well, Florida woman strikes man in a MAGA hat at a Largo park before battering an officer.
Oh, no. That's not why she struck him, right?
Nah, well, we'll find out. Backstory being an arrest, according to the arrest affidavit, Laura Elizabeth Garrett of Largo, East Bay Drive in Largo, 33. You know who she is, Largo. Around 5 p.m. was walking the street when she got into an argument with a 72-year-old man.
I'm sorry, 72.
72-year-old man. She's 33. He's 72, wearing a MAGA hat. During the altercation, documents show that the victim told investigators that Garrett hit him on the back of the head and shoulder area with a can she was holding before she jumped the fence and walked away.
Because he had a MAGA hat on.
Ostensibly. According to the arrest report, Garrett admitted to approaching the victim and questioning him about why he would support, yeah, you're right, President Trump, before she poured the contents of the can on his head. However, she denied hitting the victim with the can. Big difference. The document goes on to state that while Garrett was placed in handcuffs, she intentionally dropped her full body weight to the ground. Largo police officers, according to the document, tried to escort her to the front of the park where patrol cars were located, and that's when she wrapped both of her legs around an officer, causing him to fall to the ground and bruise his knee. Police say she continued kicking and pulling away from the officer. She's been charged with battery on a person 65 years or older and on a law enforcement officer.
Mo, imagine if she had just seen the hat she didn't like and gone, I don't care for that hat. I'm going to go about my day.
Absolutely.
She'd be a free lady.
100%. What are you going to undo the vote that the guy gave?
You're not going to change his mind.
Is it profiling?
That she's got blue hair and that we're not surprised about this at all?
I don't know why, but when I'm at the airport and I see a girl come through with blue hair, I go, there's somebody that's been touched.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know why it's it's not just the color blue.
No, could be purple, could be green.
Yeah, just pink.
Some bad relationship with the parents.
Yes. Oh, yeah, or ex-boyfriend or stranger. But blue hair seems to be a red flag.
It is.
Of impending trouble.
If you've learned anything on the show today, it's that blue hair is a red flag.
It's a red flag.
Except with the elderly. They love it.
Yeah, right. Well, that's natural, though.
Yeah.
Here's a good story about a good woman. A Kentucky woman saves a 2-year-old son buried in the tornado rubble by following his cry. Have you seen the devastation going on with these tornadoes?
Crazy.
I mean, it's nuts.
It's hard to believe that's in our country, you know?
And I don't know, and I'm not going political or anything, but it used to be right after all of these disasters, FEMA's going there. FEMA's going here. FEMA's going there. I haven't heard word one about FEMA for what has been 3 weeks worth of tragedies and bad weather.
Correct.
Interesting. Dayline, London, Kentucky, when the AF4 tornado decimated parts of London last week, 23-month-old Parker was asleep. His mother, however, was wide awake and listening as the killer tornado roared closer. Due to an outage, Tara Hollifield said she didn't receive the warning when the tornado hit her directly.
Ooh.
She lived her worst nightmare when the tornado hit her home and she could not find her son. Didn't know if he was dead or alive. She said, thankfully, he was crying, and that's how I was able to find him. by listening and following his cries. She was able to pull him from the debris of the home, and he celebrates his second birthday on May 30th. So, I like to throw in a good story.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is good or bad. I'll let you decide.
Okay.
Monkeys caught kidnapping baby monkeys of a different species.
Oh, my God.
It's monkeys kidnapping monkeys, Drew.
What kidnapped what?
Well, a group of male capuchin, they believe is monkeys, kidnapped baby howler monkeys, a different species, on a small island of Panama. The video shows the howler monkeys clinging to the male capuchin monkeys' backs, but the footage doesn't show the moment the babies were abducted. Scientists are still trying to figure out the motive behind the monkey kidnapping.
Well, obviously ransom. I mean, you give me 50 bananas, otherwise you're never seeing your friggin'
yeah, right.
again.
Give me back my monkey.
There's a Mel Gibson monkey movie, Monkey Ransom.
Capuchins are house cat-sized monkeys found in South America and Central America. They are long-lived, clever, and learn new behaviors from each other. One group of capuchins in Panama has even learned to use stone tools to crack open nuts and seafood. I think one of the most, I can't say most accurate, but certainly one of the most plausible science fiction films that I've ever seen. I will go back to Planet of the Apes. I'm talking about the original.
Yeah.
As opposed to
my God, yeah.
all of these remakes where you could actually see a situation. What was great was you didn't have to suspend disbelief because the astronauts came back to the planet after the monkeys had evolved and taken over.
It was Earth all along.
As soon as the subsequent sequels of the remake, as soon as you start explaining how the monkeys came into power, as soon as you start explaining, you're losing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So monkeys,
show me the story. Don't tell me.
Yeah. I at 100%. Don't need to. Suspect DUI driver arrested following bicycle crash in Sarasota. We were just talking about this, but that you could get a DUI on a bicycle.
Yep.
But listen to why he got the DUI. A bicyclist was hit by a suspected DUI driver on Wednesday afternoon in Sarasota. The crash happened on Bahia Vista Street and Kaufman Avenue. Rafael Castellanes, 23, was arrested for felony fleeing the scene with serious injury, reckless driving, DUI, parentheses, marijuana, and no operator's license. You don't, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't hear stories a lot about people being arrested for DUI involving marijuana.
Very difficult to prove.
That's what I was going to ask you. Take the bicycle out of the equation. You get stopped by, well, I guess you would just have to take the same field sobriety test, right?
You do, yeah, and if you show impairment, then they're going to test your blood.
But with marijuana, you should probably be able to walk a straight line.
Yeah, you should. At least you think you can. You're like, I'm killing it. And it turns out you're not killing it at all. We've all been there.
Because you're high.
Yeah. Like, oh, dude, I totally nailed it. Sir, you just spelled out F the police while walking.
That's funny. Here's another good story. He lived in his car while attending high school. Now he has multiple college scholarships. Jerly Max Jones.
Who?
Why do my people? Jerly Max.
Jerly Max.
JHERLYMAX. How would you pronounce that?
That's Jerly Max.
I mean, well, the J could be silent. I guess it could be Hurley Max.
No, that's Jerly Max for sure. I guess it's like Jerry Curl. That's how you spell Jerry Curl. So Jerly Max.
You're right. Jerly Max Jones.
That's a great name.
You know, there should be some exceptions to having to designate your race on like a job application.
Yeah. That one's ending up in a certain pile.
Yeah, Jerly Max Jones. Good old Jerly Max. For several months, Max says he would spend his days attending school, working at a local restaurant, and then eating, sleeping, and ultimately living out of his car, going as far as running the car for heat during the winter so he could stay warm. It was just long, long months of me just not having anywhere to go. He said, I want people to know that there are people like me in the world. I went through a lot. His vehicle wound up being his last resort for shelter, in part because of a chaotic upbringing. And he told the Scripps News Group that money was hard to come by and stable housing was even harder. As Max says, his mom's mental condition also did not help, but he is now in a situation where there are multiple colleges vying for him due to the due to the great work that he did in school.
Mm.
So I still
Real
wore
inspiration.
I still wore the same clothes. They were never clean. They were never dirty. They were just the same clothes, like sweats, joggers, Crocs. Mac said nobody would ever have known. Oh yeah, he's homeless. I think there are a lot of people that maybe fit that category where you have interaction with, and you don't know they're living out of a car, or they're living on somebody's sofa, or in a what was that Will Smith movie, A Bus Station?
The Pursuit of Happiness.
The Pursuit of Happiness, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
So uplifting.
George Wendt, of course, passed. Cheers stars Ted Danson and
Still
Rhea
dead?
Perlman. Yeah, he's still dead.
Oh,
Update, George Wendt, still dead.
Why?
I am devastated to hear that Georgie is no longer with us. Dannon shared in a statement, I am sending all my love to Bernadette and the children. It's going to take me a long time to get used to this. I love you, Georgie. I am heartbroken to hear about the passing of my friend George Wendt, said co-star John Ratzenberger in the statement. The actor played, of course, the know-it-all postal worker Cliff Clavin. That was his true friend. George Wendt, according to Rhea Perlman, was the sweetest, kindest man I ever met, and she will miss him dearly. I saw on, I think, one of the Hollywood shows, Access Hollywood or whatever, they showed his last appearance. I guess the cast of Cheers got together for some like they present an award.
Yeah.
And he came out and he was old and heavy and slow.
Oh.
It was sad. It just it was not good. And I feel very, very, very bad.
R.I.P. Mr. Wendt.
R.I.P. Ms. Wendt. R.I.P. Walmart workers, because Walmart's to lay off 1,500 employees after announcing price hikes.
Oh.
And if you're cutting your job labor, then leave the prices where they are. What we know, the teams impacted include global technology operations, e-commerce, and U.S. stores, and Walmart Connect, the company's advertising business. What it seems to be is it's not going to affect those where the boots are on the ground in the actual stores. But they do say the corporate is cutting 1,500 jobs following an announcement last week that it's raising prices due to the tariffs. Have you been to the Sarasota Aquarium, Drew?
Moat Marine Aquarium, yeah.
Okay, well, did you ever see the beloved river otter Pippi?
Of course.
On the heels of George Wendt, Pippi said adios.
R.I.P. Pippi.
Yeah, R.I.P. Pippi.
No
Pippi.
death jokes about you. People are very sensitive.
Pippi, a North American river otter and guest favorite at the Mont Marine Laboratory and Aquarium, has passed away. The aquarium said its animal care and veterinary teams began to monitor Pippi when she started demonstrating behavior consistent with a medical abnormality last week. Despite their efforts, Pippi did not survive. Pippi was rescued in 2015 as a pup and rehomed at Moat a year later. She weighed 7 pounds when she arrived and was described as shy and calm, but over the years blossomed and became both a guest favorite and an exemplary ambassador of her species.
Rest easy, Pippi.
Absolutely. And finally, punk band Private Function unleashes vinyl that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
Oh. All right.
Private Function's new album was made available in a scratch and sniff vinyl edition that evokes the scent of the Oscar-winning actress's nether regions. As guitarist Lauren Hester explained, the band was inspired by the This Smells Like My Vagina candle.
Oh.
That was so, do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was so via Paltrow's.
I wonder how they knew what it smelled like.
Wellness and lifestyle company Goop. However, with the candle no longer available and selling for hundreds of dollars on the secondary market, Private Function had to get a little creative along the way.
I thought Coldplay would be a band that would put out something.
Oh, man, he knows what that smells like.
Mm-hmm.
This was potentially the greatest thing anyone had ever done, and everyone at Private Function was beyond impressed. We immediately tried to buy one, but due to overwhelming demand, they now sell for over $700 these candles on the market.
Good Lord.
So they decided to release their own edition of the vinyl, which sold for $150 Australian or $96 US, but it is already sold out.
Damn.
You can no longer smell the glove. All right, and that's the Mo Better.
Thank you, Maurice.
You're welcome, Drew.
Bye.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a phone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
More emergency vehicles now on the scene. 275 south at Bush Boulevard. 2 left lanes still blocked. Delay now north of 20 minutes back to Fletcher. 275 north off the Howard Frankland. Exit 39. The ramp looks to be partially blocked due to a crash. A crew on the scene there. Eastbound I-4 delayed around Columbus Drive, backing up traffic on the Selman Connector as well. 75 north dealing with an incident with the I-4 on-ramp running parallel, also backed up. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Why wait for Memorial Day when Brandon Ford has the largest inventory and biggest savings in history? Happening now during our pre-Memorial Day Super Mega Sale with discounts on every vehicle and no tariffs. Over 1,000 F-150s available at record low prices. New 2025 F-150 STX Super Cruise at $37,745, up to $10,000 off MSRP. And save up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2025 F-150 XLT 4x4 hybrids with rates as low as 2.9% on select 2025 F-150s on approved credit. New 2025 F-250 and F-350 Super Duties at $100 over factory invoice. And that includes a free custom spray and bed liner. Over 800 Super Duties available to choose from. So if you want a super mega sale deal with no tariffs, get to our pre-Memorial Day Super Mega Sale at Brandon Ford, the largest volume Ford truck dealer in America. Highway 60 and 301 in Tampa, and at BrandonFord.com. No bull, no surprises, real prices.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $479 a month, or a new Honda Accord, just $259 a month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Raise deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, every year the power company charges you more and gives you less. But at Solar Bear, they're flipping the script. They're going to give you 12 months of solar power completely free and long-term savings after that. They're locally owned and been in business for over 10 years and rated 5 stars by thousands of happy homeowners. You can own your power, lock in your rate, and stop the monthly stress. Let your roof work for you. Call Solar Bear and start saving today or visit solarbear.com.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Our annual Memorial Day sales marathon is on now at every Crown Automotive dealership. Now is positively the best time to buy or lease that new car, truck, or SUV. New models are in stock and available for delivery today. Or shop Crown's massive selection of pre-owns, all with special Memorial Day weekend offers. Good now through Monday only. The Crown countdown clock is ticking. Only 5 days left. Get to the Crown Automotive dealership of your choice now. The better way to buy and service.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Some clouds around overnight tonight. Any random showers ending and still warm and humid. Lows about 78. Coming up on your Friday, a fair amount of cloud cover, maybe an isolated shower, but I doubt it. We'll see highs right around 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
There is a reason I'll be playing this. Welcome back. It's Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby. Drew Garabo is out. He has stuff to do, and it's none of your business what he's got to do. But he should have some great stories when we return tomorrow at 2 p.m. We'll be doing 2 until 7 tomorrow, as Sinning will be earlier as JP is out. You'll get used to this sliding scale of show times, probably around the same time that I will. But look forward to that. I'm going to take you up until the Mike Helter replay right here, which will be happening in just about 20 or so odd minutes. Phone call. I even had a chance to tell you the tenuous story with this rejoin and what I wanted to talk about. Hey, it's Drew Garabo Live. Turn your radio down for our brother.
All right. Here, give me a second.
That's all right. Take all the time you need. That's enough.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can, my friend.
Yeah, I just wanted to say about that story about the young kid getting hold of the gun. It's the fault of the parents. I've owned a firearm since I was 5. But I was taught what they are, what they can do, and taking the curiosity out of it. You tell a kid they can't have something, they're going to do the complete opposite.
Right.
So you need to teach your kids about a gun. Take them out.
Hey, we don't need the F word, and I don't like I don't like advocating violence against watermelons. All right, that's you can shoot at a lot of things. I don't think you need to shoot at watermelons. All right, but you
I forgot who I was talking to, Mo, but I still love you, brother.
Hold on, let me be racist. It's a bad look on you.
You're my best friend of 30 years is black. My nickname's the white boy. What's he talking about?
All right. Thanks for the call. And more importantly, thank you for reminding me about this. And he's 100% absolutely right. If you have children in your home and you also have guns, it is incumbent upon you to teach them gun safety and teach them about guns and the dangers of guns. And you can't do that if you don't know, which brings me back around to All American Gunslingers. It's Newport Richie's #1 gun range. It's right off US 19 in Newport Richie. I will be out there, I believe, a couple of times in the month of June. I'll probably be down there this weekend. I got to pick up some ammunition myself. But they are stressing that education is the key to safety. Of course it is. And they want you to know, I know this, shooting is a diminishing skill. So you have to practice. You have to retrain. You have to relearn. You have to get better. And at All American Gunslingers, they have a variety of classes and training from holster draw intro to pistol intro to rifle and skills and drills. It is just a fantastic place to learn. While you're there, if you have a gun that needs some work, get the gunsmith to do whatever it is you need. They have a wider range of weapons and everything else and ammunition. Just most importantly, learn how to handle a gun so that you can teach your children should it fall into their hands. And it should not. If you're a responsible gun owner, it should not. But things happen if it should fall into their hands. At least you will have given them some type of knowledge. At least you will maybe have taken the curiosity out of it so it falls into their hands and they go, oh, I know what this is. I don't need to play around with it, and I'm going to put it back. Or more importantly, I am going to tell my parents, hey, stop being dummies. I could have hurt myself. Please put this somewhere where I cannot grab a hold of it. Go to All American Gunslingers, and you can go to their website, aagunslingers.com. All American Gunslingers, your right, safety, and freedom. This is America. And I say that proudly as we head into the Memorial Day weekend. I hope that you guys have some good plans. Thanks, my friend, for reminding me about that. Hey, it's Drew Garabo Live. Turn your radio down for me. What's up?
Hey, Mo. My name's David. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing, David. Good. How about yourself? Well, I should say.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Back to the gun safety thing. When my daughter was born, I would take her kind of hunting every once in a while, and she showed an interest in it. So when she was 5 years old, I purchased a gun for her.
Right.
You know, to be obviously supervised.
Right.
And I took her out to Dade City Gun Range, if you know that. That one had the 100-yard course.
I'm familiar with it. I have not been, but I am familiar with it, yes.
Okay. So it's a 22 Ruger Magnum, and it's a rifle. It's got a scope on it, and she did very well.
At 5?
You know,
at 5, she's handling the long rifle.
At 5, well, it's a little bit shorter. Okay. It's made for kids, you know.
Okay.
It's not a full long rifle.
I was imagining something altogether different.
No, not an AR-15, Mo. Come on now.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Let's look. But anyways, the long and short of it is I taught her gun safety, and when she felt the power of that shot and she saw the holes, I don't know if she's just above average, but she put 2 and 2 together, and when she was done, she unloaded that weapon and left it open so that I could see there was no bullet in there and said, Daddy, I'm done. And I was like, oh, my gosh.
Wow. Listen.
We spent the next 3 years squirrel hunting,
right,
in which she had a wonderful time. And now she understands if there's a gun there. I mean, she's 21 now. But as a child, she would understand, hey, no, that's a gun. You
Yes.
don't touch that
Yes.
without mom or dad here. So,
on my fourth child, that is a tender 3.5. I can tell you this as a parent, with the wisdom and knowledge and expertise that comes with being what I think is a pretty observant father of 4 children. The 2 most dangerous things for a child are curiosity and lack of information. And when you combine those 2, it is probably what you spend most of your day trying to protect them from. Now, anybody, as a child, I find a gun in my parents' dresser. Every child goes in. Make no mistake. Every child, when you have left them alone at home, tell me you didn't go into your parents' bedroom. Yes, of course. Of course. Why can't I go in there? What are they hiding? What do they do when they disappear behind these doors? I know what I'm doing in my room. I know what we're doing in the living room. I want to know what's going on in there and what kind of treasures they have. It's every child, yes. And if I had found a gun, I would have, you know, what's this? What's that? Now you add to the fact that you may have some siblings, a little older or a younger, and now you want to, play cowboy or cop or whatever you've seen on TV. It's just a tragedy waiting to happen. And I do think that if they have familiarity and an understanding, they're not going to have a complete understanding of how dangerous a firearm is and what it's essentially for. But you can give them enough so that if they pick it up, they know that they can go, okay, yeah, I know what this is, and put it back down. Hopefully that's the situation.
My father was an Army Ranger, so I learned at a very young age, and that's why I passed that on to my daughter. It's the importance of literally, seriously, you have to have a gun that's available to you to protect your family at all times. So I told all of my children, I have 2 stepchildren as well, which I indoctrinated into shooting as well.
Right.
My son happens to like the .22 pistol. My daughter likes the rifle. My other daughter could care less.
Right.
But she knows not to touch a gun.
Yeah,
right. But, yeah. So if you start them early, that's my whole point. If you start them early, you give them enough information, and you give them some type of an experience with it, I'm telling you, it's going to change them, and for the better.
And I was going to say, and I'm glad you reiterated the point, because there was a point in time where I thought 5, 6, 7. What do you don't need to take a child of that age to the range. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have done it at 5, but my son Legend at 7, I absolutely had them there. I know down at All American, but it's not about an endorsement. It's not about one gun range. Nope. You go to wherever you can get to, whatever is closest to you, whatever is most convenient to you, but understand,
and whatever is safest.
Yes, safest, absolutely. Yeah. But 7, the age of 6, 7, in some cases 5, you all know your children, but 6 or 7, I don't think that's too early to start teaching them about guns and gun safety and
100%.
Yeah, and
100% agree.
Because it's not about instilling fear in them; it's about instilling education in them, and it could avert a tragedy. Thanks for the call, my friend.
Mo, you brought up a good point. Real quick.
Go ahead.
I've been listening to you for years, and I love when you talk about your son.
Oh, thank you.
And I would wish that you would possibly just kind of like give us updates on how they're doing, because my son is nothing like your son, and I'm so jealous.
Hey.
I can't get the 20-year-old to take the garbage out.
Listen. Oh, you 20-year-old, you can't get you know how you get the 20-year-old? You know how you get a 20-year-old to take the garbage out? Kick him out.
Kick him out.
Yeah,
I did.
Listen, I will say this. My 22-year-old, London, graduated magna cum laude. He is going to law school at UNC. I have and I know he's not listening, and I'm not speaking out of turn. We talk about our families on here. My 15, 16-year-old, soon to be 16-year-old son, Legend. I will tell you, it's just I'm really, really kind of frustrated, because I just can't seem to engage him, and from the age of I think from 4 to 8, maybe 9, that's when a child is the greatest to be around. I think once they get 9 and start going above, then they start developing personalities that are kind of going to be in conflict with you and your stature as a parent. But I can't. I try and talk to him. He's like, "Hey, legend, blah blah blah." Yeah, okay. Hey, legend, I need you to go take the garbage out and put the other trash can by the car. And I look out and he's done one thing. And he's not being lazy. He literally, from the 30 seconds it took him to get out to the yard to do what I asked him to do, he's forgotten half of what I asked him to do. And I'm frustrated because I don't know if I'm failing as a father or if it's that stage.
You
but
are
I don't
not.
remember. I don't remember my other kids being how he is.
Because he is different and he's going to be special. He is. You just give him time to find his own path. He will, and you will be proud of him. And I'm not that you aren't. I think you should be a very proud papa of all of your children.
I will say this. He goes to CDS and they have a very strict grade requirement. And quite frankly, from the moment, and it was 8th grade, he was threatened with expulsion or being kicked out of the school from the start. And I had to have,
oh my gosh.
I had to have weekly talks with him. I think I talked about the fact that my ex-wife, his mom, wanted to get him on ADD medication, and I was one of those people that thought ADD medication was overprescribed. But I reached a point, and I'm just going to be honest with you. You asked me, what's the update? I reached a point where I said to myself, everything I've tried to try is not working. So why not at the very least give it a shot? It seems to have worked. I will say this year, his grades, and he said he just didn't seem to care about school. And you know, kids, don't you want a good job? Don't you want this? No. That's rebellion at that age. But it's a faux rebellion. It's a false rebellion. They just don't know how to express their frustration with their bodies ever changing hormones and everything else. Thanks for the call. I do have to go, my friend. Hold on. But I'm happy to say I look at his grades and they have been fantastic at this point. Go ahead, caller. You're on Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Mo, I got a little bone to pick with you.
Go ahead.
I heard you throw the little pussy in there when I called in about the driving, speeding thing. So I just wanted to call you out on that first off.
Wait, first off, hold on. You're not calling me out. Everybody heard me call you a pussy.
Oh, I heard you. I just needed to call you out, letting you know that I heard it.
Well, yeah,
so
it was said over the radio. Of course you heard it.
Of course, yeah. No, but this the whole shooting thing, yes. I grew up in PA. My grandfather was a DI in the Marines. He actually bought me a .243 when I was 5 years old, and I was out shooting that, obviously supervised. But I mean, if you grow up around guns, you get to appreciate what they are, and you treat them as what they are. You know,
right.
It's you get that cinematized situation where you see everything publicized and stuff. But at the end of the day, if you treat it for what it is, you give it the respect that what it needs and deserves.
Thank you, and I'm sorry I called you pussy.
Yeah, I appreciate it, love.
No problem, pussy. Hold on. Hey, caller, on Drew Garabo Live. What's up? Oh, horrible. You there? I will say this, because we're talking about gun safety and we're talking about kids. We're talking about guns and we're talking about kids and keeping the kids safe. The other factor, and both Drew and myself have talked about this, it's more dangerous in Florida for kids than a gun is your pool. 3 things. You can do one of 3 things. If you have a child in a pool, you can get lessons, swim lessons for that child. Bowie went to Watermelon Swim. They're fantastic, but there are other entities out there that'll do just that. So that's one thing you can do, get child swim lessons. One of the other things you can do is the pool fence. Put a fence around your pool. Bowie learned to walk 8 months in. 1 week into 8 months, I'm sitting on the sofa. She's standing up, holding herself by the coffee table, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, she is not about to step over to me. And that's what she did. Now, there was no way she could open the door or anything of that nature, and we'd planned on getting a pool fence around the pool, but later, like months later, and what I ended up doing was getting it the next week. So I said there are three things. There are two things. The first two things you can do is that you can get them swim lessons or you can get a pool fence. The only other third thing that you can do is watch your friggin' kids, especially if they're from the ages of 1 to 3 going on 4. They're fast, they're mobile, they're curious. And I don't know if there's any time or any situation where a child should be out of your sight that young for more than a minute and you haven't looked or asked to see where they are. Understand something. If you have a 1 to 4-year-old and you get 30 seconds of silence, go looking for that kid because something's not right. Hey, caller, go ahead.
Hey, Mo, what's going on, man?
Just killing the time until drive time.
Hey, well, I love you.
Thank you.
You know what? But I did want to tell you, Interstellar was the most viewed IMAX film of all time.
Why do you constantly push Interstellar on me?
Because it's the best movie.
It really isn't. It really is. It's not even. It's not even
well,
in the.
Well, why isn't it?
It's not. It's not because Blade Runner is the best movie ever made. And
why?
Why what?
Why isn't Interstellar great to you?
I said it's not the greatest movie. Blade Runner.
Do you know that scientists took Christopher Nolan's black hole in that movie and they used that at NASA?
Okay.
And then,
how does that? Let me ask something. Hold on. How does that enhance my enjoyment of the film? Do you know? Let me give you something. Let me give you something better. Do you know that every science fiction movie after Blade Runner was informed by Blade Runner? That Blade Runner is considered the most influential science fiction movie ever made.
By who?
By people that know science fiction movies and filmmakers.
Hello, name a person. I mean, you obviously you're great. I get it. You're great.
I didn't say I was great. I didn't make Blade Runner. I wish I did. I wish I did.
I'm telling you, the NASA scientist, Christopher Nolan, made the picture-perfect black hole before we even took a picture of a black hole.
How do we know he made that? You know, I can make a picture-perfect example of a black hole. It's a hole that's black. It's not rocket science. Make a tube. And don't shine any lights on it. And let the camera film it. You know what you got there? You got a black hole. How hard is it to conceive a black hole? It's a hole. That's black. I have to watch Interstellar again. I got to be honest with you. I remember watching it and enjoying it, but I couldn't tell you. It was a movie Contact. It was Interstellar. There was all of these hippy-dippy, science fiction films that got all metaphysical and all of that stuff. Blade Runner was just badass. Roy Batty on the rooftop. All these moments in time. Remember that speech? I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. All these moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Need some extra cash to help pitch in to buy Greenland? The Bone has you covered. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
2 left lanes still blocked, 275 south at Bush Boulevard. That earlier crash backing up traffic 20 to 25 minutes or so beyond Fowler Avenue. Give yourself about 10 minutes northbound as well. Past the interchange, lightens once you pass Bush Boulevard. More standard activity northbound and southbound 275 in the downtown area. Howard Franklin to exit 39 wreck is cleared completely, so smoother sailing there. Moderate backup Courtney Campbell Causeway eastbound into Tampa, approaching Ben T. Davis Beach back to the Causeway Shelter at the moment. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped for. Sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've been in the business for nearly 30 years, and I know what matters most, selling your home fast and for the most money. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $479 a month, or a new Honda Accord, just $259 a month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Please listen carefully.
This program was recorded at an earlier date and time. The content contained here may be out of date and context. Listener discretion is advised. 102.5 The Bone.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
All right, here we go. It's the Mike Calta Show.
Now, you ready for this?
This is happening!
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hey, wake up, stupid! You know what I'm saying? I think you do.
Check 1, 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All systems are go.
Make some noise!
3, 2, 1.
It's the Mike Calta Show.